Lisa. Hello. Fam, I know. It's going to get better. At least you know I'll never be late for a game. God. Fam, let us not wait another moment as we look upon the headlines. Not only is Robbie Gould a part of today's fun, the battle for a roster spot between Kendrick, Bourne, and Jordan Matthews. It may not even be brewing. It could be Mike Toilolo versus Jordan Matthews. I'll give you some details on that. And the story of the day, the week, the offseason. Saints be praised! The crisis is over. We got the NFL's best kicker, and not only for a franchise tag 1 year, Robbie G could be with us for the next 4 years. Woof, 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 woof. Ah! Yes! Oh, God, that's just, But first, let's just run down through here real quick, because I like to, anything I can do to upset Big Show, you know what I'm saying? First, I found an interesting comparison with the tight end room I wanted to share with you. In consideration of Coach Shanahan's positionless offense, you got to remember that. Don't designate players by their position on this team. That's why the 49ers went out and got all these guys with all these diverse moves. I mean, guys can do everything from throw a pass to play defense. I mean, serious, it's crazy. Toilolo, he brings veteran experience to a tight end group that may otherwise have Kittle as the oldest guy in the group, and he's only 25. Having an additional veteran presence is often a great idea. It's a good idea. It's an essential idea that you just got to have. The 49ers this year are a better mix of youth versus experience anyway, suddenly. In addition, he started multiple games for Shanahan, while Austin Hooper was learning what he's supposed to be doing. After Hooper earned the starting position, of course, Toilolo was utilized more as a blocker. He's one of the best in the league, in fact, and featured as a secondary tight end in the passing game. Also, Shanahan has kept 3 traditional tight ends on the roster during his tenure. When in San Francisco, which bodes well for Toilolo, as long as he performs well enough to beat out Garrett Selleck, as you know, is recovering from back surgery and a concussion that goes on and on forever. I got a feeling Garrett Selleck is on the IR this year, so he won't figure into this mix anyway. Cade Smith should be a lock to make the roster and will likely be given every opportunity to take over the tight end 2 spot. And you already know this, but consider the 49ers have seen limited usage production with their tight end 3 in recent years. In 2018, Cole Wick and Ross Dwelly combined for a total of 50 yards. And remember, it was Ross Dwelly that dropped that pass standing right in the end zone, going through like he buttered his arms or something. That could have changed the whole outcome of that. Okay. Anyway, those guys, they were just under 5% of the total offensive snaps anyway. Toilolo does bring a more established veteran presence, and he adds massive size at 6'8" to the table. Notwithstanding, his production is still limited to only 8 touchdowns in 5 seasons. But could he have been in the wrong program? Could it have been more about where he was in Detroit? Detroit's and the Falcons, so I'm still, I don't know, he just got beat out by Hooper, I guess. Other players on the roster bring talent and versatility to the table as well. You got Juice. Juice has quickly made his presence known on this team. He leads the league in percentage of fullback snaps taken already. And he's clearly not limited to fullback position. We know him as an offensive weapon, the OW, the man who got the phrase started to begin with. There exists no more OWs his size in the NFL. He's utilized in all kinds of positions in offense. Juice already practices with both the tight end group, the running back group, and we have seen him produce from multiple positions in Shanahan's offense so much that you're wondering, is there anything he can do? So he's noted as big in the depth chart above because he can easily fill the demands of a big package featuring 3 standard tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Dude, those 240, he's not that tall, but he's big. Now, I mean, Juice's arms alone put him in the big group, you know? Hurd makes the 49ers roster, and this is the thing about Jalen Hurd. He makes the 49ers roster even more flexible, and is why the 49ers may elect to keep only 2 this season. Now, rumors were that Shanahan visited with Noah Fant. Ooh, and you knew he would. Oh, you knew he would. All right. Plans may be that Hurd will be the light Y-tie-E. And Coach has been beaming about Hurd's versatility the whole time anyway. We can only imagine how Kyle Shanahan will maximize the skill set of one Jalen Hurd. All right. What we do know is that Hurd will be playing light tight end role, wide receiver, and some running back. Shanahan going to use him. I can't wait to see, and when does he do that kind of thing, you know? Yeah, Hurd may be used primarily in the light tight end role, but we will also may see him in the backfield or split out as a tailback. Fam, remember last year, Kendrick Bourne's touchdown. He was coming out of the backfield versus the Detroit Lions. Was that weird? And I wonder what the Lions were sitting there thinking, what? And while they were sitting there saying, what? Kendrick Bourne runs in the end zone for a touchdown. Standing right there. Hey, weren't you supposed to cover Bourne? I was supposed to cover Bourne? You ran right by your ass. You know, see, this is the thing. Considering the versatility of Juice and Hurd, the 49ers have arguably 4 tight ends locked on the roster already. At minimum, we could consider Juice and Hurd as half a TE each from a strategic personnel standpoint. They also complement one another's abilities, light, heavy. Let me quickly connect the dots regarding Bourne versus Toilolo, because I thought, Ronbo, where are you going with this, man? Here's where I'm going. Many are seeing a battle in the making between Trent Taylor and Jordan Matthews. KB's not in that, all right? Kendrick Bourne's name, meanwhile, has also been thrown into fire as a potential camp cut. But here's the thing. It is believed that Kendrick Bourne is a lock to make the team. Hey, I'm telling you right now, it's what I want, but it's not my read, okay? Part of it is, but not all of it. Let's look at the facts. He led the wide receiver room in yardage last season with just under 500 yards. Moreover, he represents what Shanahan wants in his receivers. He knows how to work a release. This is so important. He finds space at the top of his routes. Way, way important. Makes contested catches like nobody else on the roster and has an uncanny wiggle that tends to produce the desired yak. The man he's part of the yak squad. I didn't even put him there myself. Somebody else did. Not to mention in the Bourne's rookie year. Now, here's something that you got to really consider. Shanahan kept him on the roster despite missing a meeting and started slower than he would have liked. Remember Shanahan got all mad, called him into the room and had a shout and yell? I mean, I've been talking yelling at him for a few minutes. Shanahan also was concerned he has this much respect for Kendrick Bourne. At the time, in 2017, Shanahan was concerned another team may claim him. He respected Bourne's skill set to the point before he was producing in a regular season game. You make of that what you will. Big Show, Ronbo, stop dreaming. Taylor versus Matthews? Yes, Taylor versus Matthews will remain a storyline as we head into the season. However, it could be more of a battle for playing time than anything. Taylor has been lighting it up through OTAs. Wide receiver coach Wes Welker loves that boy. Has tagged Taylor as easy to coach. You know Shanahan, that's all he had to hear. Trent Taylor's on this team, fam. That's it. End the conversation. And on the other hand, Matthews has been quick to impress and has generated noteworthy buzz in a short time. He also brings over 3,000 yards and 22 TDs to a very young receiver room. But then Jordan Matthews is not that old. I don't know why people even consider him. I think, what is Jordan, 26? He's got his prime still ahead of him. Well, he's in it now, actually, 26 to 30. Predictions are this. It's not a roster battle between Bourne, Taylor, and Matthews. It's going to boil down to Matthews and Toilolo as the 2 red zone specialists. Oh, snap! Oh! Oh, fam, let's get down to meat and potatoes, though. Honestly, 49ers did what most of us in the Niner Empire did not think was going to even get done. They signed Robbie Gould hours before the deadline. It is over, as the two sides reportedly agreed to a long-term contract. They did that this morning. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported the agreement is for 2 years with $10.5 million fully guaranteed. The deal includes an option clause that can turn into a 4-year, damn near $20 million, $19 million for the Robster. Contract with $15 million guaranteed. The agreement comes just before the deadline for franchise players to agree on a contract. Jadeveon Clowney is still running around talking about, I ain't been satisfied. We ain't got nobody saying things like that. Had Gould and the 49ers not come to terms earlier today, he would have been forced to play the 2019 season on the franchise tag. Here's what I don't understand, and I want you to clarify for me, fam. Schefter included in his report, Robbie requested a trade with the 49ers in April, but only after the team pursued Stephen Gostkowski. Didn't you think that Gostkowski was plan B? Didn't they initially offer Robbie a contract and he said, no, I want to be with my family? And they immediately went after Gostkowski? And Belichick heard and said, oh, hell no. Get Gostkowski on the phone now. Don't you remember that happening? Not according to Schefter. Now, who is to blame for having put us through this madness if this is the case? The bottom line is, Gould is saying, I'm unsure if I want to play there anymore. And at this point, I have to do what's best for me and my family back home. That's when we first started hearing that, according to Schefter. Gould spent his offseason in Chicago, where he played his first 11 NFL season. You know about that, with the Bears having one of the league's shakiest situations as a kicker going on right now. So many thought Robbie G desired to return to the franchise, and he started with. He said that was not necessarily the case, but did not express optimism regarding his contractual situation when speaking to reporters earlier this month. Robbie says we've been negotiating for 17 months, and it's been a complicated situation. I'm at the point where my agent is going to handle it. If there's anything I need to know about it, then I'll make a decision. I remember hearing that and seeing that in a pre-taped message. In the end, the 49ers came through with a healthy enough contract offer to make Gould reconsider it and ink a long-term deal. If he's so serious about wanting to stay with his family, why would he back up and say, I'll do this deal? Who's lying here, fam? Okay, the fully guaranteed nature of Gould's 2-year deal is strong commitment at a position where, with such a high turnover rate, is already going on. Gould's per-year compensation during that time frame will make him the highest-paid kicker in football. But after drilling 72 of 75 field goals during his first 2 seasons, 5 of 5 inside the 60, who gives a damn? Maybe not paid him enough. I'm kidding about that, but you know what I'm telling you, man? I'm perplexed, though. They need to revisit this. Did Robbie say, okay, let's talk, and they went to Gostkowski? Oh, man, that really works for me. All right. Steve Fox, my birthday was the 12th. Can I get a birthday shout-out? You can, Steve. Hold on a second. Debbie Ryan. Hey, fam, now Robbie needs to find a house to rent here and get out of the hotel and bring his family here to the West Coast. Lovely weather here. Debbie, you're so right. Robbie, get your people, your family out here and stop crying about missing them all the time. Daniel Serrano, what's up, fam? Gould better not even miss a field goal in his dreams. Oh, he's ready to play, fam. Anybody that thinks Robbie Gould's not going to come in and be a pro now, he's got his money. There's no reason for him to act silly. I thought tonight we was going to be doing the let me holla at you. We ain't. People, so, hey, yes, Robbie signed, thank God, best kicker and best punter. We got them both. We really do. Gibson, today is a day of Fred for Bears fans. They be crying like, I know it's hard to put a helmet all over a halo, but Robbie somehow figures out how to do it easily. Mr. 16, Downey, Montana. What's up, bro? Ronbo Sports checking in from the 818 Bang Bang Niner Gang. Mr. Downey, Montana. All right. So, hey, Daniel Storm say, hey, field goals better be worth 4 points. That would be nice. Wouldn't it be special if they have a 3-point line in NFL where if you get past a certain range, it's worth more than 2 points? God, I wish they would. Oh, Steve Fox. I really wish they would visit that. I'm serious, though. 3-point range. Happy 90th birthday, Steve Fox. Happy 90th birthday to Steve. Happy 90th. Hey, you know what? It's important that part be clear. I'm not satisfied with that. Try it again here. Happy 90th birthday to Steve. You know, it's funny. Before the games, I usually warm up with that for about 5 minutes. I didn't do that today. Oh, God, Jesus. I may have to have an MRI on it. All right. Okay. Hey, guys, listen, tonight we're going to have to hold you to your time. We got 5 minutes because we got a lot of callers that want to weigh in on tonight's subject matter. So when I say we're time's up, remember, we got to go. And producers are threatening to hang up. So, okay, let's go. Let's go. Hey, Big Willie!
Player partner, Ronbo, what's up,
Player
man?
partner, Will. I was thinking we was going to do Let Me Holler at You tonight. We ain't even got to do that tonight. But Will, weigh in on the stuff here, man. I got Kendrick Bourne that may be safe. It's between Toilolo and Matthews. And, of course, how you feel about Robbie's money.
Well, first off, man, shout out to you, Ronbo, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
what you do, dog. Hey,
Thanks,
man,
Will.
I don't know what the hell took so damn long. I mean, I
I know.
don't crazy, man, but hey, man, Robbie Gould, man, look, man, I forgive you, bro. I ain't gonna hold no grudge against you because the non-empire ain't gonna get the non-empire is not gonna receive blessings if we hold a grudge against you. So, I want to say congratulations to you, man. Glad you back with the squad, man. You know what I'm saying? We really, really needed you, man. I'm just so happy, man, that we got Parag Marate as the guy to do the numbers for this football team, man. Because this dude is a beast with these numbers, man.
Wizard.
I'm telling you, I don't know. I just don't see why we always complain when players get out that we get players and we give them all this money and we complain about it because y'all don't realize the insides to it. You know what I'm saying? Parag set these contracts up to where we give you all this money, but we can also let you go a year after and won't have to take a big cap hit for it. That's how Parag does his deals, man. So anybody
Skills.
that comes in into the 49 organization and they receive a big contract, you know what I'm saying, regardless if he's been injured or this or that, just remember, man, Parag always looks out for the organization when it comes to financial issues, man. The dude is a genius, bro. So, I mean, shout out to Parag as well, man. I'm just glad he's back, man. We really needed Robbie Gould. So, I believe Robbie Gould probably talked to his family, and probably his family's probably coming out to the West Coast. That could be a reason.
You know, I wish,
You never
yes.
know.
Should be.
That could, yeah. He made a talk with his family, man, and said, look, you know, probably convinced him to come out to the West Coast. So they probably gave Robbie Gould enough money to where he can do that. So that might. I mean, I could be wrong, but that might be it.
No, you got it right. $5 million plus, $20 million potential, $15 million guaranteed. Robbie can move to any part of the Bay Area he wants. It ain't like he was poor before this car started.
Right. So, man, I'm glad we got that out the way, and so we all should be glad about that. Toilolo and Matthews, man, it's kind of weird that they battling for a spot. I mean, it's not like it's receiver on receiver, like receiver and tight end. I mean, Matthews, you know, we all know Matthews real good in the red zone, but Toilolo, he's good for run blocking though. I don't see how that's a competition. I mean,
Only
I don't know.
because
It's kind of weird.
Toilolo could be an end zone threat. When you're 6'8", and you can do the things he can do, it maybe Detroit just didn't want to use him for various reasons, and he wasn't that bad in Atlanta, but still, if you're going to use a red zone threat, he might be one of the candidates. But that's my opinion. But go ahead.
Well, I don't. It's kind of weird to me, but I mean, if that's the case, then that's the case, man. I hope both of them remain on the team because Toilolo, he a good run blocker, man. We need, we desperate to get in the red zone this year, man. We gotta get in the red zone. And we need pieces on this team so we can do that, get in the red zone. If Toilolo a good run blocker, man, we need to keep him. I mean, if Matthew's good in the red zone, we need to keep him as
too.
well. Yeah, man. I mean, this is a good situation to have, but we all got specific guys that want to stay on the team. So I mean, but at the end of the day, we not at the meeting table. So it's up to the coaches, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Let me go and get out of here, man. You said that production ain't gonna have
so. Everybody wants to say something about Robbie, so we try to. And plus, my bleep butt got in here late, so that's what's up.
It's all good, man. But shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my fam TNT, my player partner Dre, Trey Trez, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, the Rev, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Rams, fuck Rudy. They lost and they broke.
That's why Rudy don't come down here no more. Up here. Will, thanks, fam. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, man, because you know what? I'm all pumped up. Now we got Robbie back. I can't do nothing but talk football now. So I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, fam. Have a good night. Yeah.
All right, you too.
And Daniel SF49's fan, 5249, he says, I bet Bears fans woke up this morning to the news of Robbie signing and fell to their knees screaming, no! at the sky and cursing the football guys. I got to tell you, dude came over to Instagram and picked a fight with me right away. Right away! Man, you 49er fans are delusional, man. Robbie Gould signed for less money, and he's going to a team that's got no chance for a championship. Boy, we went at it, boy. I'll work him up. You can check it out. You check out the Robbie Gould thread. You'll see a dude named New Jersey something. He's a damn fool. Hey, Jason. Jason, come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo? This is Casey.
Oh, KC. Casey. Hey, Casey. C-A-S-C-Y, Casey.
Yes, sir. I know you take this serious. You called me Jason like 10 times last time we talked.
I'm glad you cleared that up so I could call you Casey.
I'll save the Robbie stuff for the end.
All right. Go right ahead.
I wanted to call in when you had the must-win games. I looked at the schedule. I think week one's a must-win. Tampa Bay's got a new coach. Pretty much a whole new defense. They'll be pumped up, and they got to win. They got to start off hot. Yeah. I heard you talking about Kendrick Bourne being the lead receiver for the Niners, man.
No. Whoa. Not lead. Last year led the team, but Kendrick, I doubt very seriously, will be the lead receiver this year. But go ahead.
But still, last year, Dante led the team with 38.9 average a game and 18-yard catch. So
no, I meant in total. I meant in total yards.
Yeah.
Dante fell short 20 yards shy. But he was right up there, and Kendrick played every game. So Dante was the top receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as that goes.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. I'd say so. But also, man, George Kittle, man, I watched him on GMFB the other day, and I was honored to say he's a 49er. You know, he's a man's man.
Ain't he?
And I said something to him last year about how, or not to him, but on a Niner video, like, I hope he keeps his head on straight, and he'll, that's his only thing. But then he just made me eat those words because he was balling out last year. So, but this Robbie Gould thing, man, I think Robbie got extremely lucky, man, because I think he's taking advantage of Jed. I don't think Jed knows that there's a lot of people that can swing a leg, Ronbo. Like we've never seen
give me some
Robbie
options
hit from 60.
Give me some options.
Two extra points last year. It's
who's available now, though?
People. That's what I'm saying, Ronbo. I think there's a ton of people that like are just complete no names that can hit 60 that we could have paid like $500,000 and just still be cool. I mean,
possibly, but you got to go find them. And
I know
problem.
His percentage is extremely high. Like he basically was automatic these last 2 years. But I think what he isn't aware of is that what he doesn't want is to be the lead scorer on the team. You want the team to have like the quarterback be the lead scorer, or like, I mean, there's so many other players that I would have like given money to before even entertaining a Robbie contract thing like that.
But if you watch teams that lost games, because the kicker came in and screwed up the kick. Last year, the Bears with that guy screwing up the kick, they could have went to the NFC Championship. Yeah. Your kicker is, even if for the whole season, there'll be that one moment where you need a good kicker, and that's worth every bit of his salary, because if he makes that field goal, you move to the next round. If he flubs...
I know, but I'm still not still not sure if that's Robbie,
like,
though.
If we only had a kicker.
I don't know if he can hit from 60. I don't know if he is automatic. I mean, he kind of was in these last 2 years.
That's his mark.
I think that's kind of just
that's his mark.
I think it's kind of just a product of...
Case, I can give you a stat. I can give you a stat. From 60 and in, Robbie was 5 for 5 with the 49ers in the last 2 years. Yeah. This guy's no fluke. This guy's no amateur. This guy's one of the best in the game. So that's what I'm saying. To find his replacement or somebody to replace him, he's not so expendable that you can just go out and find any guy to come in and do him.
But really, the one thing, though, is that, like, there's just two, like, he got so lucky. There's, like George Kittle's making $645 this year, $645K this year. Matt Breida is making $645K.
Those are rookies.
I know, but these are like the end of his contracts, and, like, I mean, I feel like, they already gave Juice like $20 million a couple years ago. Like, there's so many other players that I would have
You know what? Those players you just named, though, you're going to feel so much better when their contracts come up, because their contracts are going to dwarf what they're giving Robbie Gould. So that, I don't know if that's rookies got to play their dues. They got to pay income in 3 or 4 years.
This too, on the flip side of this, though, they do have 3 of the best running backs in the league for Kyle's offense for fairly inexpensive. So it evens out. I mean, they have. I mean, I think they're 3 of the best in the league. I mean, I'm not too crazy about McKinnon, but once they got Tevin Coleman, it was like, okay.
But you haven't seen enough of McKinnon. You might be crazy about him. Well, let's see what he looks like, and then
I hope so. Yeah. But man, I hope we get a big year. I think they have every piece they need on offense, man.
God, yes.
Besides a super powerful offensive line right now, I mean, there's nothing they can't do, and they better keep Jordan Matthews because he's 6'3". So.
Yeah. I if it's between him and Toilolo, I see Toilolo getting kicked to the curb. If that comparison is real, yeah.
Is Toilolo? I thought Toilolo was a quarterback.
You thought he was a what?
I thought Toilolo was a quarterback. I don't even know.
Did you really? At 6'8", he should be. Hey, Case, we're gonna go.
A wide receiver?
We're on short time tonight, but look, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk some more, okay?
All right, sounds good, Ronbo. Take care.
All right, Case. Thanks for calling. Yeah. All right, and let's get JJ Jersey Joe. Jersey Joe.
Hello? Oh, but man, what are you calling me? I'm in the bathroom. What are you calling me for? I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding. Don't give us any more details than that. Oh, my God.
Well,
you want us to come? We can come back.
What?
We can come back if you want.
No, I'm good.
Right.
I don't have much to say anyway.
Well, JJ.
I just play, we got that damn Robbie Gould.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't see that coming. I really didn't.
No, I didn't either. I thought we were going to be all pissed off today. I really did. I would have bet money on it.
There's that other kicker that I don't think he's in KC no more. He's a really good kicker.
Who?
Where did he go? I think. Where the hell did he go? Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt?
Yeah, he's a good kicker.
I shouldn't even laugh. You caught me off guard. That's in bad taste, JJ. And 2 guys making that and laughing about it. It's really bad. Ladies, it's Jersey Joe's fault. He caught me off guard. I didn't mean to laugh. That's not funny.
It's all archived now. We got you laughing.
Dang it.
Yeah. As soon as I got that, like I said on Instagram, I'm really excited because it's almost to that point where every single spot that we need to cover is covered.
I know, right? I mean, no matter what anybody says.
It's reminded me.
Go ahead.
It's reminding me a lot of the 94 season or the 94 Niners. We have everybody except for that Merton Hayes. The only thing I'm missing is that safety for him.
Tell you, man, I wish somebody could learn to do that chicken dance. I'm hoping JJ, my favorite dude, can J-Dub can learn to do that, and I'll be satisfied then. Boy, if J-Dub does that and jumps into the chip, I would lose my mind laughing because I know you guys do not like my boy Dub, but he's gonna have a huge year.
You gotta let it Jimmy.
Neck is working. He's striding. Woo!
You should have done at least Colbert. I would have leaned a little bit more towards Colbert. Jimmy's
you could get your wish. Colbert could beat him out, as well as Tavarius Moore. J-Dub's under a lot of trouble. I mean, he's got to go out there and show everybody that that's his job to lose.
I don't know. All I know is that our offense is already already fire last. We had no problem scoring last year, and now we got Jimmy back doing nothing. I didn't know that he was studying with Mike Shanahan on the offseason. I didn't know that. You said that yesterday, I think.
Yeah, he spent some time
Somebody
with
said
Dad.
it. What the hell?
He went down to L.A. to learn some more stuff. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is not playing. That dude is serious this year. I mean, he ain't even looking at his own. He's not even talking to Kiara, from what I understand. We looked into it.
Why'd you have to throw that one in? you hear what? As soon as we signed Robbie, did you hear what Nate Burleson said?
What? Oh yeah. What?
It doesn't matter what he said.
All this is pissing Nate off, and he's already said the Rams and Hawks have a better defense than we do. So Nate Burleson's feelings are going to get hurt real bad this year, and I can't wait. Idiot.
The defense? The only defense that is somewhat decent would be the Rams, and they got rid of all they have is Aaron Donald. And Ronbo, I haven't corrected you because I really enjoy when you say it, but it's Eric Weddle, not Weedle.
I know. Well, he looks like he's a toker, so I like to call him Weedle.
Yeah, they got a bunch of geriatrics on their team now.
I know, and I don't know why. Why would anybody think that they're so strong this year after losing to Ndamukong Suh, which was actually why Aaron Donald also was free to do what he wanted to do. Not that he's not going to, but Aaron Donald wasn't there 2 years ago when we played them on a Monday night, and we canceled his ass. So you see, he needed Suh or somebody like him to help him get off, just like what we're going to see this year with DeForest Buckner. Yo! God.
Yeah. Our defensive line is, again, a lot of people point out in the Super Bowl, that's how we found out about Jared Goff being scared when you just bring a lot of pressure toward him. If you notice, that wasn't the first game, the Eagles game. I think it was the Eagles game.
Yeah.
Earlier that season when they played the Eagles. No, it was the Bears.
The Bears.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say the Bears.
They made Goff was looking for same thing. He was seeing ghosts on the field.
And they weren't ghosts. That's the thing. They were real.
Can you imagine Ronbo with DeForest Buckner and D4 and Bosa? You can't double team them all.
JJ, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go, man. Let me see. I'll be back tomorrow, okay?
Tomorrow. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't stop now. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right,
man. Night. Daniel, that's the 49ers fan. 5249. He said, we already did that one. Daniel Serrano's there. Hey, Ronbo, please admit Gould is overpaid. Okay, if we don't make it to the NFC final, yeah, Gould might be overpaid. I'll go that far. But Daniel, I watched the Pittsburgh Steelers. I remember that weekend I was watching them lose a game. Their field goal kicker went up there and missed 3 times in a row. Steelers lost that game. They fired that dude Monday morning, to be exact. I said, I'm glad we got a good kicker. You don't miss that kick until you don't have it. You don't know what you got till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it's gone. So I'll pay the man. Hey, oh heck yeah! Bring in to the congregation, please rise as a Rev. 49er gets in the house. Rev, come on in
Ronbo.
here, man.
Well, let me. Well, first of all, it's Monday, so we you know what that means.
Yes,
it's
indeed.
Monday Night Raw. So the Nature Boy is in the building.
Oh, I love it too.
I want to give a shout out to my fam, the Red and Gold, 24/7, 365, rep those colors worldwide. Shout out to the man Rombo.
Thanks, Rev.
Well, now we got that out the way. Let's talk about Robbie Gould's stank ass. Listen, bro, I understand, about the family thing, whatever, but we pretty much asked you if either you want to roll with us or you not. He was crying and complaining about contract situations, yada, 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 yada. Listen, dude, I give you your P's. You the best kicker in the game right now. There's no doubt about it. You one of the elite. I mean, and don't take this as a personal thing because, everybody who knows me, I don't come up here to bash people individually. But that last caller, dude, seriously, Robbie Gould is beat it. Come with some facts first. When you come on this show, you're going to get checked. So come with facts and stats first, then come up with something. Ain't too many good kickers out there right now.
There's not.
Period. Yeah. They were contemplating to calling Sebastian Janikowski out of retirement if possible.
Oh.
No. Okay? We needed Robbie Gould. Period. So they got the job done. All right, cool. Let's, move on to the next joint. Right now, our focus is week 1. That's our focus. If people heard the show, last night, I went to the Book of Willis on you. I told you, I let that quote marinate. Let it marinate. So you won't hear another verse from the book until Sunday. But, it's just that thing. Like I don't really see the problem with it. It was more of like, let's just hurry up, get this signed, get this done, get through the season. Look how we look this year. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not too far from a number 6, fam. We're not too far. Like it's there. Number 6 is in the reach. It's going to happen.
Windows open.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
Like it's going to happen. These boys know what it takes. So, but as far as signing, who is that guy? Matthews.
Oh yeah.
It was
Jordan Matthews and
Jordan Matthews.
Toilolo.
Toilolo, keep him. He's a big ass target. That's
6'8".
not too many tight ends that are 6'8". Keep him.
And he can block.
I mean, that's like, just think about the dude that played on the movie The Blind Side. Like that's our dude. You know what I mean? Like a big dude. So keep him. We need it. You know what I mean? Put all the extra meat on the line so they can push everybody out the way. So one of the 3 Daily Venoms can get in the end zone, or JG do a play action bootleg, boom. Like it's there. All the components are here. Like I'm good. The Nature Boy I gotta say what I need to say because that's how I say it. Because in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. And right now, damn it, the 49ers, we are the man. Thus, we are coming for you. I mean, Ric Flair is the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. 16 times. Come on now.
I ain't going.
You know what I'm saying?
I love
16
that
times. You can't argue with the dude 16 times. But, it is what it is. Styling and profiling. That's what the 49ers are going to be about. We are red and gold faithful for a reason. And I love it. So, I'm not going to hold you up because I know you got little time frames or whatever. Thank you for the platform. Fam, I love y'all. Stay tuned on Sunday, Book of Champions. I got a good verse coming. I've been working on it too. So, we're going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Rep it hard so y'all know what it is. Just be safe, be cool. And a special shout out to any of my Niner fam that's down south dealing with, the flooding and the rain and all that, man. We got you in the prayers and the thoughts. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody knows any Niner fan, hell, anybody's family, you know what I'm saying? Just keep them in thought and prayer and, hope that everything is all right. So with that being said, I love y'all, Ronbo.
Good call. Good call, Rev. And Rev.
No doubt.
You I think you need a service for tomorrow because we're coming back tomorrow and with more subject matter to talk about too. All right?
I'm a try. I got little league baseball. So I'm a little guy playing in the championship tomorrow.
You gotta take care.
You gotta take care. I'm a try.
All right, fam. If you can. All right, Rev.
All right.
Have a good night,
doubt.
fam.
Peace out.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, wait, Rev. You gotta go out Ric Flair fashion. Okay. Rev, we have 10 seconds. All right. Hey, Leon.
What up, Ronbo? I had to call in tonight. I had to call in, man. We got it done. Actually, I was surprised.
Tell you, everybody. I think 90% of us was. Anybody that knew good and well Robbie was going to sign today is lying. I don't believe nobody knew that. I knew what, boy. But go ahead, Leon. What do you got on your mind? Oh.
All right. Well, first, that's a good thing. And let's get to this Jordan Matthews Toilolo thing. Let's keep Jordan Matthews. I mean, why are we sitting here acting like we don't want Jordan Matthews? We can spare Toilolo to keep Matthews. That's not a big deal. Not in my opinion, at least. I mean, and the fact that you were saying they might play. Yeah, man. I mean, bro. Oh, I don't know if you caught NFL Live this afternoon, but they were talking about Robbie Gould, and then they started talking about the 49ers, of course.
Yeah.
And Keyshawn Johnson like, I don't think they have enough. I don't think they have enough on the offense. I'm thinking to myself, what more do you want to have?
Those are ignorant statements because they don't know what we have on offense, and we don't fully know what we got on offense. We know who's on it, but we don't know how it's going to function because we got a couple of new plug-ins that, some of the new kids coming in, but we do know that Dante, Keys, and a couple others that have been there for a while are definitely ready to go in Kyle Shanahan's offensive system. So not having enough is an ignorant statement because we don't know. Debo could be a man possessed. And also, you look at Jalen Hurd, we don't even know what he's capable of in this offensive system. So people who say things like that are just being silly. They don't know what they're talking about.
It's so crazy, Ron. He's still talking about, I think the Rams and the Seahawks would be. I'm thinking, like, why do they keep acting like? Why is it that they do not want to admit that the Seahawks are rebuilding? Why is it they can't do it? They should just keep floating along.
Can't do it.
And they'll be. Come on, man.
And dropping key players every year, and yet they gonna remain potent. Come on, man. It don't work like that.
No, not at all. Not at all. So whatever, but I'm happy we got Robbie Gould. I mean, maybe he just wanted more money, man, to be perfectly honest with you. Maybe he wanted something a little more long term.
You think that's it? Because I don't understand the thing about, did Robbie, 17 months? That's well before last season started. I don't get it, Leon.
I don't get it either. Like you were saying, like you were saying earlier, somebody's lying. Like, I don't understand why it took so long if he was going to sign anyway. Like, why didn't you just offer him this 3 months ago? Like, it doesn't make sense, Ronbo. It just seems like somebody's not being all the way truthful, or maybe it could be a situation of his wife might have been like, look, this is the only job you have on the table. Stop playing and go to work. And that might be the case. That could be the case too. I mean, we don't know. It's just weird.
When do you remember hearing Gostowski's name? I thought I heard Gostowski's name a few weeks after Robbie would not go along with the program. And then he said, well, Gostowski's 49ers have been rumored to be after Gostowski. I said, really? And then Belichick heard about it. No, you ain't. And he signed him. And all of a sudden but nobody said anything about Gostowski before, and nobody knew about the 49ers were doing. And Leon, they keep them cards close to the chest at all times. We don't hear no leaks. We don't know what's going on until the last second. I don't know what to believe. I really wonder.
I don't either. And I think you're right when you say, I think the whole Gostowski thing happened after Robbie didn't want to sign the franchise tag. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I mean, that would make sense. Okay, you don't want to sign it. We're going to start looking at our other options. But now that you signed this long-term deal, it's kind of like, I don't know. I think maybe both sides may have been playing a little too much hardball. Yeah. Maybe Robbie's agent was playing a little too hard, and so were the 49ers. Probably. And then they finally came to their senses and were like, let's just go ahead and get this done. So, it all worked out in the end, Ronbo. I'm not going to hold you because I know we all got a 5-minute limit. But, we're going to be all right, man.
Yes.
We're heading in the right direction.
Ah, man. I hope so. But at least we ain't got to be worried. Because you know when Robbie drops out in the field, game, whatever he was go, wherever it is, as long as it's within 60 yards, game over. Especially if the game is on the line. This is the difference between the kind of kicker Robbie Gould is and the hundreds and hundreds of others. And Chicago Bears can prove it. They've had an army of dudes coming through there trying to audition for the job. The Bears have sent them all home, Leon. They got a couple of guys down there looking at. Neither one of them are worth a damn. You put them both together, they're not worth a damn. This is why I say when people start saying Robbie Gould's getting paid too much, I don't know, man. Because we could be running around here like the Bears and other teams praying as soon as that kid comes out of the field, oh, my God. Oh, please don't let him miss. Boom! He missed it wide right. Yeah. Oh, damn it!
That's right. I don't believe that, Ronbo. I mean, I believe, considering how well he's done these last 2 years, he deserved what he got. I mean, come on, let's be for real, Ronbo. I mean, we can take it back to the Giants and Bills Super Bowl when homeboy missed that field goal and the Bills lost. Like, come on, like let's be for real. Yeah, we all like the flashy players and all that, but sometimes it comes down to the dude that doesn't get into the game but once or twice a game. So
that's it. You gotta have it. Leo, we gotta go. And I tell you what, I'll be back tomorrow, fam. Let's talk some more football tomorrow night, all right?
All right, Rombo.
Thanks,
Appreciate you, man. Like I always say, Niners since a minor, but the nation to an empire.
I love it. Have a good night, Leon.
You too, Rombo.
Thanks, fam. Yeah, I'm gonna stop with this. Did he get paid too much? They may not gave him enough money. I lose my mind when field goal kickers miss and you lose the game. It takes me days, sometimes until a week later, I'm still bad. Hey, James, come on in here, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
James, it's funny. You know how you feel there's a stress, you got a little pain in your neck, or maybe your stomach is feel a little weird. Maybe one leg is like feeling tight. Those are all stress-related things, right? Today, I'm feeling like, wow, I'm ready to go out and run a 400-meter race. God, I'm so tired of this situation. It's over, James. It's over. Yeah. Robbie Gould is a 49er.
Well, I tell you, I said it last night when I came on the show that you provide for us on the nights that you do. And we thank you for it. Love you for doing it.
Thanks,
and at the same time, I said it last night. I said, if Gold doesn't sign by 12 o'clock Pacific Mountain Time, then it's like I don't have any belief that he's worth signing after that. Because I mean, I don't know what we did to him, and I think a lot of people, me as well as other people, would say, "Man, come on, man, you're just a kicker. You don't deserve that kind of money." But here's a newsflash: I was born in the state of New York some years ago, and nothing made me feel more better watching football when the Niners weren't in the Super Bowl than watching the Giants and the Bills. I wanted to see the Bills kick the snot out of the Giants.
I know.
They came up 4 times short, and 3 of them times was because of a kicker.
See?
Scott Norwood.
Oh.
Scott Norwood.
You can't have the Scott Norwoods in them championship games.
So if it took to give this cue ball $10 million for 2 years, as long as he's kicking field goals, that's all that matters. Because I can tell you one thing. No disrespect to nobody. I got a below fade myself, but I'm just calling Robbie Gould a cue ball. But anyway, it's like you don't want to go in a game. And we've been blowing teams out all year, but we get in that one game, a serious game. And now here we are, every time we're scoring, our defense can't seem to get a grip on them. But now we wind up making a miscue, and we're down by a field goal.
See,
a field goal will win it for us.
It happens.
You understand?
These things happen. Yeah.
You You do not want to go with somebody you just got off the street that's over there. Hey, hold on, let me call you back. I got to go in here and kick. What? He's hanging up the cell phone? Mm-hmm. No, you don't want them. I'm just saying that just to, make a joke. But I'm saying it's worth the money. Yeah. It's worth the money. It's sad that we had to pay a kicker this much. But I can tell you one thing. I said it last night about that time. Presenting yourself in a kind of like a good time to show them, hey, listen, I still want to play for you, and maybe I went at it in the wrong direction or whatever, but well, what are you putting on the table? And they probably, Parag set it up, a very team-friendly contract where it's been 2 years. Mm-hmm. Just per se, in some of the games, hopefully we can be blowing a team out so bad. Let him bring in Justin Brown just to see what he can do as a kicker. Mm-hmm. Robbie can't get mad. Robbie got his money. Robbie left us and was about to leave us in a very dire situation if he wouldn't have signed his contract. Sure. So it's a lot. It's a good bit of money, but. Hey, it is what it is, but it won't even matter price-wise when we get to them crucial games like playoffs and Super Bowls and all that.
About how much he's getting paid
Nobody's gonna care
in a championship game. That's right.
Iota. Yep. I'll buy him a pro toupee. Yes, I will.
Because, James, here's the thing. The bottom line is we cannot get so indignant and confident that we think we're going to blow out every team. When you get to the playoffs and games like that, you're going to run into competition. You don't want an idiot out there kicking the ball. You got to have a dude that can get it done.
The thing about becoming a champion, too, they get those 6 and 7 game spurts where they're winning, and then it's that one crucial game where they get knocked off their heels because they're not really focused. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you this ain't a time right now. The direction we're going in, the evolving that this team is taking, there's one direction that we're going in, and that's towards the Super Bowl at a many of time. We can't hit no misses right here.
Cannot.
James, we started. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and continue this tomorrow because everybody wants to say something about Robbie. But listen, be back tomorrow, though. Maybe the rest of the week.
Hey, Ronbo, thank you for what you do once again. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening. Niner Empire, be blessed.
Thanks, James. See you tomorrow night, fam. Yeah.
All right, man.
Can it be? Can it possibly be? It's Vader! 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 There he is. Time!
What's up, Ronbo?
Vader! It makes sense that you be here tonight.
It's been a long time.
I'm saying, because you probably sit back with the rest of us, but just didn't say nothing. But Robbie's been making people crazy all off season long. We've been talking around him, trying to pretend like it ain't happening. And now the only thing is, will Deebo Samuel and Nick Bosa's agent please stop acting a fool? And hey, all of a sudden, daylight never goes away. The sun is always shining, even at nighttime. Vader, good to see you again.
Oh, yeah. Same here, fam. Glad to be back. Red and gold for life, baby. That's me. But on to Mr. Robbie Gould. I'm glad he got his money. He should have got more money.
Actually.
That's my thought process on it. Hey, you get as much pennies as you can. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're no longer needed, you got to have someone to fall back on. So I ain't dissing what he got, man. If he can get paid like that, get paid, and he deserves it because he's brought us wins that we shouldn't have won.
Hey, thank you. Yes, indeed. We could have been
at the end of
and 2. At 2017, Robbie won how many games? Didn't he win about 3 of those games or 5?
7?
I
think it was like 5 or 7.
No, I mean, of the games we won in 2017, we won, what were we, 5, 6? Yeah, we were 6 and all of a sudden I can't remember, man. 6-10.
Oh, I
and
can't
Robbie,
remember what it was.
Yeah, because CJ won 1.
Yes.
And of course, Jimmy G won 5 in a row to close the season. But the thing is, Robbie was so instrumental in every last one of them wins. So I'm saying, you know what? You cannot put a price tag on this guy. Not really. You know?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. And look at Chicago over there looking for a kicker now. They don't know what they're going to do. They're going to go. They're going to start the season without a kicker. Hey, you know what? I'm glad we signed him. Welcome. You know, I understand it was a hard road for him because it took so long, but you know, we don't know what was really on the table, what was really being discussed. So we kind of find that out. But you know what? At this point in time, it doesn't matter. We know we got him locked in for the next 2 years, and you know with what we got going on offense and defense. I mean, we're a pretty good, solid squad, man. I'm kind of jazzed about this year coming up. You know,
and Vader got a lot of critics out there saying things like, "They ain't ready. They ain't ready."
Oh, man, you hear that nonsense? You hear that freaking nonsense? I know. It's because the thing is, we got a little. You know, we've got our head coach. He's in love with Kirk Cousins, and you know, we want Jimmy G to put on a Kirk Cousins uniform, so he feels freaking happy. I mean, he better stop that nonsense, Ronbo. You got to get his head out of his ass. He ain't been saying it from day one. Well, no, we got to get rid of all this nonsense. Jimmy G is our quarterback, and this is who we're going to ride with. My God, we roll with Brian Hoyer for crying out loud.
Oh,
and they want to come and bring up bullshit about him wanting Kirk Cousins and all this other stuff. You know, I don't even want to hear it anymore. I just want us to be the team that we're assembling this year. Yeah. I don't want anybody getting hurt, and I want us to finish the season with the team that we're structuring at this point in time, and that'll be a blessing. No matter what the outcome is at the end of the year, I want to see a full season of Jimmy G. I want to see a full season of Trent Taylor. Is that a lot for me to ask?
I don't think so.
You know, I don't want to see anybody getting hurt, especially a high-paid player. I don't want to see him get hurt either.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, though, but at least this year, if we lose any of our first stringers, the 49ers have been sensible enough to get some backup that can really come in there and make a difference. So we get these dudes, them Trent Baalke backups, where as soon as they come in, the game is over. Ain't no point in continuing. These guys coming in now could take somebody's job. So.
Right now, I just don't like the little distractions. I know we got a week away before training camp starts.
Yeah,
in a couple days.
One more Sunday.
But you know, the Nick Bosa. Come on, stop crying.
Oh,
we haven't even seen what you've got.
I know.
And you want to walk around here and there and stuff like that. I mean, come on now, just sign the goddamn contract, and we'll figure everything else later.
It's his agent. Debo and Nick ain't doing nothing but working out. The agents are sitting in there clowning. I mean, standing up in the middle of the room, jumping on the deck, taking off all their clothes. I mean, you know, it's going to be like 2 days before training camp starts is when they'll sign at the earliest. Guarantee you.
Oh, most definitely. I got that same feeling, but if it does go 2 days before training camp, I'm okay with that. Right. I just want to make sure that, you know, they get a full training camp in. There's no excuses when the season starts.
Absolutely. Yeah. Baby, we got to stop. But I'm telling you what, I'll be back tomorrow.
I heard the 5 minute. Yeah. I heard the 5 minute rule there, so I just kept it at Robbie today. But anyways, shout out to everybody out there, man. I'm glad I'm back.
Yes.
Back on the Red and Gold Show, baby. Get that like, gentlemen. And shout out to TNT. I'm Trez and Trey. I haven't talked to you guys. Big show. Everybody, glad I'm back. I'm gonna listen. I've been listening to the show though.
But all right, fam. Have a good night, Vader.
Let me take you out. Let me take you out, Vader style. Let me go, Red and Gold Radio, Ronbo Sports. You guys have a good evening.
Yes, it's Vader. It's always good to hear Vader, man. I tell you, ain't seen him in such a while. Hey, and we immediately zoom on over. Hey, Phil. Hope he's got a good connection tonight. Sometimes Phil has great connections, and sometimes a little.
Ronbo, you there?
Yeah, Phil. Right here, man. I can hear you.
You woke me up.
You know, Robbie should have kept you awake all day. You know, Phil, in your wildest imagination.
I heard this morning.
I mean, did you believe? I thought I was already set to get mad.
Oh?
I said, man, Robbie's not going to sign. He's serious, man. He's not coming back here. And all of a sudden, the 49ers appear to have sustained a deal with Robbie Gould. What? I couldn't stop saying what. So, here we are.
Yeah, well,
Good news for
I
a
thought
change.
about you. I thought about you as soon as I heard the news.
My doubt.
And I thought, oh, this big, you'd be able to sleep now. And
For days.
but you know what? I always knew he was going to play with the Niners this next year.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to sign a long-term contract. And hey, we got him for 4 years.
I mean, right. The best we could have played for or hoped for was the franchise tag for 1 year.
4 years is less than we were going to pay him at the
franchise tag.
At the franchise tag
Yeah.
number. So
So it wasn't the money, Phil. It was the length of the contract, apparently.
I don't even know what it was because I think maybe Barack was holding on to it.
Something else fishy about this, too, though.
Because you do not pay a kicker guaranteed money because he's going to get injured.
I know, right?
Right.
15 mil.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. It's BS. So I think this whole thing maybe had been worked out before, and they were just holding off so Robbie could spend more time with his family without getting fined.
Oh? You really? There's a spin I didn't consider. But why? That's a lot of drama.
If he had signed before OTAs, he would have been fined for missing OTAs.
I thought OTAs were like voluntary.
No.
There's a mini camp. There is a mini camp that's mandatory.
It's mandatory, so he would have been fined for that. So I'm thinking he's saying, just let me sign the day before I have to and be done with it.
Yeah, but what about all the conversation? What about all the conversations going on inside to make everybody crazy?
Bullshit.
NFL follies. They ran us through that just for the drama. Oh, I hope I never find out that's the case. I'll never fall for it again. That was ruthless.
I thought Robbie was going to play with us. I didn't know he was going to sign a long-term contract, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
So,
But
on the other hand, on the other subject, what if the Niners decide to go with 6 linebackers instead of 7 and keep one more wide receiver? And get rid of
do you work out the math on this whole thing? I mean, did you count to 53 on this? Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And that's
so
the equation.
Normally they take seven linebackers, but what if they go with 6?
Risk.
I think Toilolo is going to make the team.
He should.
I think Caden Smith's going to make the team.
That's a lot.
Obviously, what's his name is going to make the team, or top tight end. But I think you can adjust with other positions. You don't have to take off from one side to take the other. I mean, you just have to come up with 52.
But Phil, remember, you do have Juice, who is considered a big, as they call him. And you also have the new kid, Hurd, who probably needs to prove that he can actually hold that spot down. So that makes Toilolo a little less valuable, but maybe not. I mean, this is going to play out in camp.
Selleck is gone.
Definitely. He's not in the mix.
Yeah.
If he is, he's on IR for the rest of the season.
Well, I mean, Selleck has got a cap space.
Yeah. But it'd be cruel to cut him while he's recuperating from a back surgery. I don't think Shanahan will do it. I really don't think he'll do it. Maybe.
No, I think they want to wait till he's cleared and then they cut him because you get the cap space.
He's not going to be ready anytime soon. Phil, he's had a back procedure. That's not going to be ready.
Come on.
You think he'll be ready before camp starts? Or midway even?
it doesn't matter what he says. It matters what the doctors say.
God,
right?
what a bedside manner. I'm Kyle Shanahan standing next to. He's laying there in his bed. Garrett, how you doing? Oh, listen, I've got some
Don't
news
have
for
me
you.
as a bedside
You
manner because you're gone, dude.
Nurse, get in here.
I'm the cat guy.
Phil, you're like the Grim Reaper, man. Phil,
I know,
listen,
I know.
we got to come back tomorrow and continue because we're out of time.
I've got a couple more things to say before I go.
We can't do that. We got 5-minute limits tonight because we're late. And we got a lot of people on the phone.
Give me a couple seconds.
Well, Phil, I guarantee you, I'll give you it all tomorrow because my producers have threatened me. So we gotta keep it to 5. And just hold that thought. Just bring it back tomorrow night, okay?
All right. It has to do with season ticket holders.
Oh, good. We definitely want to hear it, but hold it, all right? And Phil, I promise you, get it in tomorrow. All right, Phil. Have a good night, Phil.
Man. All right.
All right.
Take care.
You
Bye.
too. And let's go ahead and get Dre. Come on in, Dre.
Ronbo, what's going on, my guy?
Oh, Dre, my player partner too. See, fam, I'm telling you, man, I'm the looking into the whole thing about this situation between Robbie and the 49ers. I'm a little disturbed, but at the same time, I'm glad it's over. But I'm wondering who's telling the truth here.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
When we first originally offered Robbie Gould a contract, it was a 2-year contract. He returned and said that he wanted a 4-year contract. What the fuck is the difference between the contract that he got now
and the one you
and the contract we offered? Nothing. If anybody remembers yesterday, I said even if Robbie gets the franchise tag 2 years in a row, he gets $2 million. His contract is a 2-year, $10 million contract, guaranteed $10 million. And if he produces and if he reaches certain statistics that they are looking for, which are elite, it could turn into a 4-year, $19 million contract. That last $9 million is all incentive based upon his performance. So, what does this tell you? This tells you that Shanahan, John Lynch told him, bro, you kicking for us or you can fucking retire. You got cut by multiple squads. Now, you get signed by us, we revived your whole career. And I can't take it away from him. He is the one who put in the work. But without the opportunity, Ronbo, the work means not a goddamn thing. There are some of the most talented people out there in the world, and they have just never gotten the opportunities to showcase their talent. There are some people who have had good places in the world, good places in life, and lost that place and never got another opportunity. His career was revived because of the 49ers. And for him being this disrespectful, for him wanting to leave us, a team that's up and coming and on the horizon, to go back to a team that he got cut by, I could never be a Robbie Gould fan again. I don't give a damn if he kicked 9% again. I'm just not with it, Ronbo. Never in my life. Fuck Robbie Gould. And y'all could say what y'all want. Oh, he's this and he's that. Robbie Gould wasn't a damn thing until he came with us. And if it came to him having to kick in cold weather, let's say if we were to have to go to a Chicago in the playoffs, let's say if we were to have to go, man, come on, man. If we were to have to go to a Pittsburgh in the playoffs, I mean, Ronbo, I'm
Drake,
just not
with that being said, though, who would you get for the 49er kicker this year and beyond?
It's Ronbo, I don't even really want to think that far. I know that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are very well capable of going to get somebody who is worthwhile. Hell, Brown might be a guy that is super talented, even if he ain't played that much football. He got a leg on him.
I believe they're going to keep him, too. I don't think they're going to cut him.
Yeah, they're not going to cut him.
They'll keep him somewhere.
Why would you?
Practice squad.
Middle of the season, this guy could say, I got homesick. You so homesick, but you were in fucking Reno. You were in Tahoe at a fucking golf tournament by yourself.
Last week.
your wife wasn't there, your kids weren't there, but you so homesick.
And I examined that. I said the same thing. Somebody's lying, y'all. So,
like, come on, bro.
This is why I want to know.
Nobody's lying. Nobody's lying.
No, but
he thought that he was bro, you're not Anthony Davis. You're not Antonio Bryant. You know what I'm saying? You're not Antonio Brown. You're not a big wig. Who the fuck is, bruh? Remember y'all ever seen Players Club? Blue. All you do is spin records. Robbie, all you do is kick the ball. That's it. You ain't nothing.
But
you ain't nothing.
You cannot underscore or understate the fact that in certain situations that kicker better know what he's doing. People have lost seasons due to a sorry-ass field goal kicker, and that
we got to stop saying that the Bears kicker, even though this is a Niners channel, the guy didn't miss the field goal. The ball was tipped.
Here's the thing.
It was tipped.
You don't even have to use that for an example. There's been other instances where the kicker came in there and took everybody home. You know, I just like knowing
true.
I can depend on my kicker to go in there and get it done.
That's
the guy
true.
that I got to sit there and sweat out, and he still misses it wide to the left. I mean, you know that feeling, Dre, you can't breathe for a few minutes all week long. Your food tastes bad. Everything smells wrong.
Yeah.
Everything is wrong then. And that's all behind one dude.
I'm definitely happy that we don't have to worry about that. But at the same time, it's just I could never support Robbie Gould, period, point blank. There's nothing nobody could do to change my mind. I can't support Robbie Gould just like I can't support a wide receiver who got cut by the Bills. I'm sorry. I just can't do it.
Dre, with that said, we got to go, fam. I'll be back tomorrow, Dre.
Yeah,
we'll talk some more, fam.
All right, man. Shout out to the TNT family, player partner Will, you know what I'm saying? Trey Trez, Big Show, all my, you know what I'm saying, Bob Money, you know what I'm saying, Jerry Fresh. Hey, man, TNT family, we're not together because we always agree. We're together because we all have different opinions and we all come from different walks of life. And that's what makes TNT family so great. All right, Ronbo, I'm out.
Yeah.
Much love, bro.
Same here, Dre. Have a good night. And the TNT family, all of y'all got that dog in you. That's what makes me laugh. I love it. Hey, speaking of that dog, let me bring him in. Right, wait a minute. I guess I just had to get it warmed up. That pump is working now. Hey, Rod, come on.
Finally, the rod has come back to Ronbo Live.
Rod, and it's an unusual day for you, Rod, because normally we get you on a Friday show because you got a busy schedule, Rod. This is a special occasion to see you on a Monday night.
Well, I got the email today that finally we signed Robbie Gould.
Boy, he made us.
I couldn't miss out, man. I couldn't miss out.
Have you listened to some of the theories?
A Kawhi Leonard move.
And if you listen to some of the theories, Phil says that this all was played up and scripted out. That Robbie was going to pretend like he didn't want to come back so he could spend more time with his family and not be issued a fine for every day he missed of training camp. That's my favorite so far.
Right. When Kyle Shanahan made the comment that he didn't give a damn about if he waited until the first game of the season started, I knew right then. Okay.
Oh, you even smelled the rat too. Okay. See, I was so worried I couldn't even think straight. You're right. Kyle did say that.
I mean, not to dispute any of the comments from the former callers on the phone, but bottom line of this, man, you a kicker. It's not that often kickers get offered big contracts unless they have legendary foot.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
He's almost in that conversation though, because Robbie, he missed. What is he at 90 over a 90% completion? I mean, the dude is bad.
Let the rod stop you right there, Ronbo. I'm not gonna let you
correct me.
I'm not gonna let you put the jinx on my boy's foot because we had a guy by the name of David Akers who came to San Francisco, did good one year. The next year he just completely left the building.
Turned to poo.
You're not gonna have that happen.
Yeah, I quit. I'm done. That's all you had to say.
We're not gonna put the jinx on my boy's foot. But You know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, go. Look, we're glad to have you back. Hope your head is in the game. All that family bullshit, man. Look here. We know you love your family, but you want that check. If you don't make that check, your family gone. So, you know what I'm saying?
Robbie, we love you, but you ain't got no money. You ain't got no honey. No kids, nothing, Robbie. I sold the house.
Now, Ronbo, do we play the NFC Central this year? Do we go to Chicago this year?
No, unfortunately. We do not play.
Okay.
I don't think.
That's a good thing.
Well, we ain't definitely not going to Chicago. It's a good question, though, Rod, because looks like we're going to Chicago every damn year for a long time. I don't think we play the Bears.
I've always wondered, why do we always go to Chicago and why do we always go to New Orleans?
Right? And they don't never have to come to,
Yeah, Drew Brees been getting away, man.
They came to, you know what? Nolans came to us Chip Kelly was the coach? How long ago was that? Yeah, Nolans came to us 3 seasons back and held a clinic.
I can't remember the last time New Orleans came to San Fran. I think the last time they came was the time we beat them in the damn playoffs.
Well, they beat our ass to
that last run
3 seasons ago. I remember they ran, that big running back ran from line of scrimmage. Remember that year? What was that year we couldn't stop the run to save our life? It was that year. That running back took off from line of scrimmage, ran through dudes like paper, ran all the way to the end zone. Man.
I want to say that was the year after Bourne retired.
Yeah. So that was the last year we played the Saints.
And Navarro, we was waiting on him to come back healthy, so that would definitely be around that time. Yeah. But hey man, I know we don't have much more time. Let me just throw up another one.
Go ahead.
The Kendrick Bourne, the wide receiver top. Man, look here. First of all, man, we don't even need to think about no damn tight end versus a wide receiver. Matthews got to stay. We need to keep a guy he's still in his 20s. He's proven that he can put up at least 8 touchdowns. So why not keep him there, man? And I mean, you know, like my boy Big Show keep throwing up, why are we acting like a tight end is versus a wide receiver? You know, I mean, if they don't want to keep that tight end, they're not going to keep him. But bottom line is we keeping Matthews. The person I think that need to go, hate to say it, Rumble, please forgive me, dog.
I know you're going to get rid of Kendrick. Everybody gets rid of Kendrick. But, you know.
I'm going to say Taylor, man.
Yeah.
At this point, we don't need him. We don't need him, Rumbo. I mean, what if he come back and that back proves not to be what we thought it was going to be?
Yeah.
We got Richie James.
You would keep Richie James over Kendrick?
I would. No, I'm talking about over Trent Taylor.
Oh,
I don't have a problem with Kendrick Bourne either. I don't, but I mean,
Taylor's.
Let's keep some bodies around that have been on the field, man.
Yeah, Taylor's untouchable.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. I mean,
one thing these 49ers that have been hurt has consistently stayed hurt. So let's out with the old, in with the new, man.
Well, see, that's all I'm saying. There's a thing for my boy KB. Dude ain't never hurt. And Kendrick Bourne be taking some serious splashes. He ain't never been hurt. Don't miss a minute. I love that dude, man. Getting up smiling, and they just knocked the bejesus out of him. He getting up smiling. I said, that's my boy. Kendrick!
Hey, can't go wrong, man.
Well, hey, Rod. Yeah.
It's been a good one, baby.
Thanks, man.
And I will definitely be back at you next one.
All right, we should get back here tomorrow because we're going to be back tomorrow if you get some time, all right?
Hey, man, I'm off work, man. Look forward.
Hey, let's do it.
I'll be there.
All right, fam.
Send me home, baby.
Niners! My man, Rod.
Hey, shout out to the Empire. Shout out to you, Rumbo.
Thanks.
Shout out to that fabulous TNT. My boy Trey, my boy Big Show, with my boys. Y'all hold it down. See y'all tomorrow.
All right, Rod. Have a good night, fam. Oh, man. See, I got 2 dudes, man. I can't even get no love for them. I got Kendrick on one side. I got J-Dub on the other. Man. David! David. And Chad Garrison says, Keenan Allen is boycotting Madden because the rating they gave him, an 89. I heard about something like this. Dude is an 81. Yeah, man, there's a lot of dudes that are pissed off at Madden. I understand a couple more players have been protesting Madden's
Swear to
rating.
God, if I have to take another freaking medicine, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Justin, you don't take no more medicine, man.
Oh, am I on? Oops.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did I cuss? No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Well, we did.
Did I cuss? No.
Okay. And it sounds like you had good reason to, so I understand your pain. Medication's not a fun
I just
thing
hate
to do.
this medicine. I hate this medicine.
Does it make you drowsy and make you want to pass out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing? How are you doing? What's the topic today?
Hey, absolutely fabulous, as you know, because we're no longer having to hear about Robbie Gould's situation. And this is beautiful going into camp. Nobody wants that distraction. We just have one thing left to do as far as the legal matter goes. And I guess Deebo Samuel and of course, Nick Bosa's
he
agent.
signed? Wait, so he signed? No wonder my friend texted me that he hates me. No.
Did he really? Is your friend a Chicago
Yeah,
Bears
he's
fan?
a Chicago Bears fan. He said,
"Oh, yeah, that makes
I woke up with
sense."
text that I hate you. I'm like, why? Okay, I guess he signed. All right.
You have been taking a lot of medication. That took place this morning. Robbie is now officially 2-year not even a franchise tag, 2-year contract with $15 million guarantee that could end up being
15.
Well, here's the thing. It could be a 4-year deal. I got a feeling it will turn into a 4-year deal.
$15 million? That's a lot of money.
Now, if it goes 4 years, now right now the guarantee's not that large, but if he goes 4 years, he'll be guaranteed $15 million. He's guaranteed the entire salary for now of $10 million.
Oh,
so yeah. It sounds like you have a problem with
that. It's not that hard
though.
to find another kicker.
Another guy that believes it's not that. Hey, listen, Justin, tell me. Who is this other kicker you're talking about? When people say this, I'm not sure what they mean.
Matt Bryant.
Matt Bryant.
He's right there. He's right there. He's available. He was good. And you know what? He played for Atlanta.
Yeah. Matt was not going to be cheap. People misconstrue that. Matt Bryant was going to come in. He didn't miss anything last year. I think it was a 90. Matt Bryant pulled a muscle though, so health is going to be an issue with him going forward. This is why. Give me somebody else besides Matt Bryant. Matt Bryant was plan B, but you got a plan C.
I got Jonathan Brown on practice squad.
Reduce that volume in the background, can you?
Oh, my bad. Damn it. Okay, there you go.
Boy,
I got Jonathan Brown in the I am suffering still. I got Jonathan Brown for he's on the practice squad. He's got a leg.
Well,
you can probably build him up.
Justin,
you can probably build him up. The old saying is if you.
I just want to say one thing about John Brown. He has the leg. There's more to a kicker than having a leg. A lot of kickers have a leg, but are they an NFL kicker? There's a lot of definition behind that, and the next guy can kick a ball. Because remember Aguayo, who never missed a field goal in college, and then came into the NFL and could never make another field goal again? See, these things happen to kickers.
Second round pick.
You're right. It's a
second
mental
round pick. He was
right. It's a mental thing.
He got cut on training camp, I think, like Hard Knocks, I think, right? He got cut. I think they showed that.
On the second team.
He got cut, I think.
No, on the second team. Yeah. When he was with Tampa Bay, though, they tried week after week. They were waiting for him to come around until they had to finally release him. See? So kicking is more than just kicking. So that's why when you get one, boy, it's a lucky thing. Really lucky.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, I understand. Yeah, I see the point, but I'm more. I like to go. I like to see. What the younger talent have, and that's what I like to see. I say rest Robbie Gould because Robbie Gould's good for the rest of the year. He's good. He doesn't need preseason. I'm saying let the kid out there. Let the kid be out there for preseason. See what he's got. See how he does, because that was the mistake they did with awhile. They didn't let him kick that much, and they end up paying for it in the regular season where he kept missing. And And they're like, damn it, we took him second round.
You know what? And that might have
I'm
put
just
too much
saying-
pressure on him. If they would have picked him up in the 6th or 7th round, I wonder, or 5th round even, I wonder if he wouldn't. I think he felt pressured to the point the dude couldn't relax. Come on, Arguello knows how to kick. He never missed anything in school. And all of a sudden he can't make anything? That's mental. That is all mental. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess we got nothing to worry about now, except the two rookie contracts. That's it.
Yeah.
And after that, it's on.
Yeah.
Bosa and Samuel, they need to sign their damn contract.
I tell you something.
The last thing we need is that.
Here's something else,
Last thing we need is a holdout.
Well, here's the thing. If Debo and Bosa don't sign, do you know the 49ers are still going to be tough? That's just how good this team is this year. Justin, we got to come back tomorrow, though, fam, because everybody's got to hold 5 minutes. We got a lot of phone calls. But take that hey, sleep, man. That's why the medication, you need to rest, and that thing will heal up. So I'll see you tomorrow, huh?
Yeah. Dang it, man. I'm tired of this medicine.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. All right, fam.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right. Peace out. I'm going to go take a nap now.
Night, Justin.
Peace out.
All right. And we roll over quick and get these calls as fast as we can. Hey, Lewis.
Yo, Ronbo.
Lewis, man, it's amazing going forward for the rest of the preseason. We need not be concerned with we got 2 probably the best kickers in football right now. We got a punter that's ridiculous. And we got now the perennial, probably the best leg in the league. Man, we are looking rolling ready. What are your thoughts?
We are, Ronbo. No, yeah, Ronbo, I didn't, I'm glad we ended up keeping Gould. He's obviously one of the most accurate in the game right now, has been for the last 2 years, especially with the Niners. So, I was all for trading him and all that stuff, but
everybody was. He's pissing people off.
I guess we'll give a formal apology. Glad he's going to be a Niner, but I just didn't like the way he moved. I was kind of shitty in a way. I didn't like, just say what it is. Like, you didn't feel like you was getting paid enough or whatnot, or you wanted the longevity of a contract. Don't try to blame it like, oh, my kids this, try to be the family. But his plan worked, so it is what it is. He signed. We got him. It's a pretty good contract, nice and hefty. 4 years, I think 19, with some incentives. But Parag, did his thing like always. So, I'm happy. That just means, when we get into close games, we don't got to score touchdowns. We keep game-winning field goals.
But you know what? But Lewis, everybody says that, but it's not about that. There's going to be teams, the 49ers probably do blow out of the water. But when you get down into the playoffs and things like that, teams that are coming in there, they're tough too. So if you come in there with a weak kicker, you could get your ass whooped just for that reason alone.
Absolutely. Exactly. Having a kicker that can, shank 2 field goals, and between having a kicker that can make 2 field goals is completely. That's a 6-point swing right there. So,
it is.
Absolutely, and especially in the playoffs, any points matter. So, I'm happy. I think it's a good signing. Just glad we got him back and we were able to, move forward. And everybody's talking about the Devo and Bosa. With that, they both have the same agent, so obviously they're going to sign together.
Damn.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, they both have the same agent. It's most likely going to be the same thing what Joey did. It's going to be has something to do with, I think, just injury incentives. Yeah, and guarantees. That's pretty much the big stuff. It's just those 2 things. Being injured. What do I get, as well as what's my guaranteed contract looking for my rookie contract. So
that was Joey.
Hopefully we situate that stuff out. Prog's a genius. I know we will. I know we'll get him signed. So. Kind of just excited, Ronbo.
Yeah.
But, that's it, Ronbo. That's all I got today, man. I know you're trying to keep it short. I just want to say thank you. Appreciate you for all that you do, especially giving us all those 49ers a home to go ahead and talk and, have our opinions be heard and voiced and stuff like that. So I just want to appreciate you, the producers, everybody that, behind the scenes that putting all that hard work in, man. I appreciate you guys. But, all right, Ronbo, you have a blessed night.
Thanks,
keep it pushing, man.
All right. Looking forward. I'll be back tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, Lewis.
Absolutely. All right, Ronbo. Take it easy.
Thank you. You too. And Jorge, thank you, fam. Love the contributions. Appreciate it. And there's Chad Garrison. Well, thanks, Chad. Chad says, if Chad, I can't read that. That's thanks, Chad. Oh God, that's so nice. Appreciate it. There we go. Yeah, let's go to David. Dave in.
Ronbo, how you doing?
Dave, I'm doing wonderful now, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm not even worried about Debo and Nick because I know they're going to come along soon enough. And like I just said,
oh yeah,
even if we didn't have, we've already got D Ford coming off of one side, and we got wide receivers all over the field. It would be nice to have both of them, but if they don't want to wait, if they want to wait till the 5th or 6th week or something crazy, that's fine. Yeah. The 49ers are going to beat up people anyway. But I really would like to have minicamp get ready and train up. But otherwise, I can't think of a better moment in this offseason than right now. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the kicker situation was something that needed to be taken care of, whether it was outside or with this gentleman here. And I know a lot of people are upset. And we're not going to lie. I mean, I was upset. I know it was bugging you a lot because it come up. You're like, oh man, come on. But there's a problem with. And don't get me wrong, I love them. They're awesome guys. They actually bring a lot of grit and fight and a lot of the controversy to the chat, the Tizzy family. But we have one of them that doesn't like Kendrick Bourne. And we have another one that doesn't like Robbie Gould because he signed late. So, and I think they're all against Mr. Ward, right?
Well, yeah. Well, they always have been, and this is something I've learned to accept. I mean, a lot of people got a lot of not nice things to say about J-Dub because he hasn't been around, but still. But we'll go ahead.
Well, I say things about J-Dub, but I don't say him because I don't like him. I think he's I think he has talent.
Yeah.
But
availability.
You can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Well, if you can't stay healthy, it's kind of difficult to keep you out there. But I'll tell you one thing though, I think his ability to play the game is what keeps him on the roster.
Yeah. Dave, I just want to say this about that. What we have to realize is the coaches ain't stupid. They ain't blind.
No.
They're not bringing Jimmy Ward back because they just want to go against the fans. That dude can play.
No.
And you just hope he can stay on the field. That's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they know more than we do. They know they're not perfect, but that's what they do all day. That's what they do. They live, eat, breathe, and they work in football. A lot of us, we read, we research, we do this, we do that, and we get all this information, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that we know everything. Okay, here's a perfect example. I'm not lying to you about this. My little boy, longtime childhood friend, and the gentleman that lives in my mom's neighborhood, he's the equipment manager for the Niners. His name is Terry. That's no lie, okay?
All right.
Now, this gentleman, this is back when we had drafted Bear Pasco. I don't know if you remember that tight end. His name was Bear Pasco. He was a big guy.
I remember.
And I remember talking to him. I think he was right. I think before or right in the beginning when Harbaugh took over.
There's a couple more guys too. Anyway, go ahead though. Some of these guys I remember.
Pasco,
go ahead.
You remember that guy, right? They call him Bear. That wasn't his first name, but they call him Bear Pasco, a big guy, tight end.
Yeah.
They were raving about this guy. And so was this guy, Terry, this equipment manager, was raving about him, yet he got cut.
Yeah.
He got cut. And he ended up with the Giants, and he won a Super Bowl with the Giants.
Okay, wait a minute. So, isn't this guy that hates – doesn't he have an ongoing feud with Harbaugh a couple of years ago?
I think so. I don't quote me on that.
No. So. I'm thinking about a running back that went to the Giants, and he's got a thing about Harbaugh too. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about he's part of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah,
right. The three backs.
He's
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
He's still pissed off, Dave. He's still
Jacob.
He kills me. He can't let it go. But go ahead.
Jacob.
You were going to make a point though, going toward Jimmy.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that even this guy that's in there taking care of stuff, he's running the equipment and everything for these guys. He obviously hears them talk. He knows who they are, this, that. I mean, man, he looks great, this and that. He doesn't even know. That gets cut. So, if he's there, and I still see him there, running up and down sideline, doing the things. I saw him there when my boy graduated from high school. His boy graduated from high school. And I saw him walking. I didn't ask him anything. I was kind of running, but with my boy, we took off after he graduated. But even him being inside and hearing stuff, I don't think even they know sometimes what's going on because the coaches, the GMs,
they talk.
They know what they're doing. It's
amongst themselves.
But exactly. So, he works for them. He's there like running around getting them all stuff ready and everything. So they know what they're doing upstairs, and they don't always hit home runs. If that was the case, we'd be winning Super Bowls every single freaking year, right?
Right.
The case, right?
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
But I know we get upset as fans, and I keep hearing this thing about the safety, but there's no safety problem, guys. There's no safety problem. Matter of fact, we have plenty of safeties. We just need to weed out to see which one's going to be starting and which ones are going to be backing up.
Exactly. And then Dave, we got to stop there. But Dave, and then next year, if these guys don't work out after taking the last shot, this is only economics. You don't just keep throwing new safeties on the stack every year. You got to see what you got.
No, you don't.
And that's what's going on.
You don't. But exactly. Well, thank you, Ronbo. Appreciate it. One thing for the TNT family, I don't agree with you with Gould. I don't agree with Osborne, with Bourne, okay? But I do believe about Jimmy Ward osteoporosis, which is going to have to kind of like take a back seat and take injections of calcium.
He's not 30 years old yet. Okay.
You can call him J-Wo. See?
Hi, Dave.
Jimmy Ward Ostro. And then one thing, too. Tell the coaches to watch out for the tablet.
All right. Dave, I'm sorry. I think my producers got you. All right. Listen, hey, 5 minutes, guys. And then after that, I don't know what's going on. That's not a bad. Hey, Russo.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Russo. As you know, we no longer have to continue to talk about Robbie not being on the team. He is now on the team. It's official. And Russo, I'd love to hear your spin on the Toilolo. And as I remember, we got to keep in mind, this is not a team that really has to be carrying a card saying I'm a tight end, I'm a wide receiver, I'm a running back, or whatever. You could be any number of things. It depends on how Kyle feels about you. So who's leaving between Toilolo, and I thought it was a fascinating subject when I read it, Toilolo, Jordan Matthews, is Kendrick Bourne even involved? It's fun stuff. And of course, Robbie, your feelings on that. All right.
So the whole Robbie thing, obviously, I'm very happy that he signed. That was very important for us to re-sign Robbie. There were some guys that were available, like Bryant and Dawson and guys like that, but we didn't want to go that route. Robbie kicked, like you said, he made 72 out of 75. I have no clue what the holdup was personally, but I remember we talked about it a week ago, and what I said was I don't expect there to be any type of holdout. I fully expected a decision one way or another, whether it was sign, trade, retire, whatever the case was. I knew something would happen today. So I'm glad that he signed with us.
Yep.
I'm definitely glad that he signed with us. That's pretty much all there is about that. Like, you don't know if the Niners didn't budge or he didn't budge or what the case is on that. But, at the end of the day, it's a 2-year deal. It's a 2-year fully guaranteed deal.
My question was, the conversations that went on before it came to the point that it did this offseason, I really wish we could find out more about that. I didn't even know this goes back 17 months. Russo, that's before the season even started last year that they were talking about this. Why wasn't there something more concrete established before the end of the season? That's crazy.
Well, all that, I don't know who, but that tells me that one of them wanted the long-term deal and one of them wanted something more short-term. So for all we know, Robbie's the one, like, look, I don't want to commit to 4 years here. I'm willing to do 2, and then maybe you guys take control from there. Maybe that was what happened. You don't know. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I don't know. But I mean, at the end of the day, we got Robbie back, so that's good for
and
us.
that's all that matters. And I wish he'd bring his family
Yeah.
out here so we can not feel bad about him, making us a priority over his family. I mean, nobody wants that. Robbie, bring him to California. How do you know they're not going to like it? They'll like it.
I could totally see him kicking the game-winning field goal versus the Bears in the playoffs this year. I could just totally see that.
Would that be awesome or what? And he'll
First
do
or second round. Yeah, he will. He'll sink it. But as far as the I read that article earlier today. I actually saw that before you posted the thing. I was kind of just cruising through that I do like the Niners rumors, the Niners news, and I kind of bounce around all the different sites. And I saw that guy that wrote that article, and he kind of, the way he broke it down, it all kind of makes sense.
Didn't
it? In theory, he's arguing that essentially they would both be like red zone weapons, and we don't need two guys that would accomplish the same thing. So it really comes down to, do we want 3 tight ends on the roster, or how are we going to list it? Like, they're saying these guys are positionless, but Toilolo is he is a tight end because he's a top blocker. He's like a really, really good blocking tight end. So he would bring that extra element as opposed to Matthews, who brings the element of being able to play outside the numbers in the slot, and he's a red zone weapon. So I don't really have a preference. I just would say I fully trust Shanahan's decision making, and he knows what he's doing. And I personally expect Kendrick Bourne to make the roster, one way or another. So I don't think he's to that part of the aspect of it. Like, I don't think it's Matthews or Bourne. I think it's Matthews or Toilolo. I'm not really saying like that makes sense. I just, one way or another, I think Bourne makes the roster. I think he was the guy who produced last year. He's coming back this year. Even if he's just a depth piece, I fully expect him to be there. So I guess I'm curious to see how it plays out.
And we all are. This is such drama in this camp this year. Because we already know, Russo, there's going to be people leaving that's going to hurt some feelings. And I'm fully prepared to be upset if Kendrick leaves, but I'll survive it. But everybody's got their favorites at this point.
All the guys that I feel like, I guess I would say that I feel emotionally attached to are in zero danger of missing this roster. So I don't
like DeForest
really,
Buckner and guys like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So there's nobody that I'm really. I guess if there's one guy that I kind of want to make the team that there's question marks surrounding, would be McKinnon. And I don't know if you remember a few months ago, I told you my one buddy who writes for Rotor World, they mentioned McKinnon might have been a trade guy. But once he went past that deadline, that's just done. He's making he's in the other team. So that was just kind of a rumor that I was passing at the time.
And it's a live rumor, too, because people are still wanting to get rid of McKinnon. But I say, guys, we've not even seen him play yet. How do you know you want to get rid of him? What if he goes to wherever we traded him to and just raises hell? And then what will we say? Whoa, I guess we should have see what he had to offer. That's all I want. Yep. I just want to know what can he do. Shanahan wanted him for a reason. What was the reason?
Yeah.
So
I was going to say my mom's mom, so my grandma on my mom's side, her last name is McKinnon. So there's kind of like there's that attachment. So,
a little bit. Russo, I tell you what, let me see you tomorrow, and because we will be back. Okay.
All right. What's going on tomorrow? Just whatever.
Tomorrow I've already got something in mind I want to talk about. You'll love it. So I'll tell you about that at the end of the show. All right.
Have
a good night. Yeah. And there he is since day one.
What's going on, my family?
Day one, man. It's like lots of good things are going on now. And one of them is Robbie Gould. And as far as I'm concerned, we're ready to roll. I was really worried about that. I was worried about it more than I probably should have been, because everybody else thinks we could have found another kicker with no problem. I don't. Anybody else we'd find would be a Band-Aid. I don't want a Band-Aid. I want the best kicker in the league.
I understand that, Ronbo. Like, what's going on with that? Why are people so being ignorant? Like, why are people thinking that we can just go out and get a kicker at a slot machine or something like that? These guys.
I know.
These guys. There's a lot of kickers out there, of course, but there's only a few that are made for the moment. This guy, This guy's blood is ice cold. This guy does not know. He don't see nothing but the finish line.
That's it.
He doesn't see nothing but the uprights, and that's it. And of course, we can get anybody who kicks 60 yards. We can go get a soccer player who kicks 60 yards.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
But
this guy,
can
people
do it
understand.
accurately?
He has the best 2-year span. The best 2-year span in NFL history. I think it was like a 97%, 96%.
It's crazy.
He made like 72 out of 75 or something. That's ridiculous.
That's it.
And I think last year he only missed what, 1 or 2? That's it. Come on, man.
Point after, I think he missed 1 last year, and inside the 60-yard line, since day one, the man hasn't missed.
Ronbo, it's ridiculous, Ronbo, how good this is. He is the most underrated kicker I've ever came across. And David Akers was good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was.
But he wasn't no Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould is top tier, top shelf. And what he did, and people don't notice that because he makes it look so easy, and it's like a standard. And we're not going to realize what we had until it's gone. I heard you singing that earlier. It's real. That's the truth.
It's real, man.
I was like, okay.
Because we was mad.
This guy had
and let him get the hell out, Rocky. People said so many bad things. I said, you know what, though? We can get mad as we want to, but we're going to miss Robbie Gould, man. He leaves. We're going to feel that. Yeah.
It's all fun. It's all fun and games and talking about we can get kickers over here, this and that, until we miss one in the playoffs to win the game, and we're going home because we didn't want to pay the man or whatever. It's like we don't want to do that. We don't want to come across that. $20 million, $19 million is not a lot to win a game.
Especially
who
for
knows?
4 years.
They got a kicker over there. They got a kicker making more, and I mean, it feels like. I mean, I don't know. You could say we don't know if we overpaid him. We don't even know if we underpaid him. Because what he can do,
real.
he has the potential. He has the potential. He has the potential to win us playoff games. He has the potential to win us a Super Bowl Rumble.
Can you imagine?
And people don't understand that. They don't understand that because we're not really going to need him. You don't know that. You know that. You know that when we go into playoff games, when we do go into playoff games, we are going to come into. Opponents are going to game plan, and they're going to tell the team, we can't let this one be close. You know who they got over there kicking for them.
Right.
We can't let this be close because if it's close, let's pack our shit. We're gone because Robbie is ice cold. It's automatic.
And since they went in, that a wonderful feeling when you see, okay, there's 3 seconds left on the clock. The 49ers are Robbie Gould. This is a chippy shot for him at 35 yards out. And Gould trots out onto the field, and the Rams are getting up and going toward the locker room.
It's over. A few.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. A few of those kicks. A few of those kicks from Robbie. That's a 9-point swing or whatever, and the best offense can come in, score a touchdown and a 2-pointer, and it's still not gonna be enough. Like it doesn't matter as long as he hits them and he's automatic. I remember a few games over his career here that we've won the game just because of him. We won in Chicago. Remember when he made all those field goals and he made it look easy? We won that game.
I think we beat the Texans too? Because of Robbie?
No, we beat Tennessee Titans. We beat the Titans.
Oh yeah, we beat the Titans because of Robbie.
Because of him.
The Bears and the Titans.
Then we go into overtime with Seattle. Send them home. We spoil the party for all these teams.
There
Robbie
you go.
Did.
See, that's all gold. All gold. Don't tell me he's not valuable.
Automatic.
Now we're going to be a better team now than we were during those particular games. But still, I want him there.
Yeah, mandatory. I want him to do it, and I don't think it was nothing. It had nothing to do with us. It had nothing to do. It was not personal what happened, and then it was just whatever. I think he just wanted some more time off. He just wanted more time with his family, and he's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna try to hold out. I'm gonna try to see if I can get out of there." Not that he don't want to be with us. It's nothing personal with us. No, just he wanted to be over there wherever his family was, and maybe the schools or who knows what it was. But he was just like. He didn't see it. He didn't think that he was going to be like, oh, I ain't going no matter what. Week 1, I ain't like. It wasn't like that with him. It was just, I'm gonna hold out for a little bit.
Because
see what happens. If not, fuck it.
Exactly. We don't know the whole.
If it was
story.
personal, he wouldn't have signed the 4 year. He would just take the franchise tag, whatever. I'm gonna just take this year or whatever. Yeah, but he knows it's a business decision, so he's like,
you got to do it that way. Since day one, we got to stop though. I'll be back tomorrow though, and be looking for you. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna handle that. And take care, Ron. Appreciate what you do. Appreciate
man.
the time that you take out of your day to
I
be here
love
for us
taking
and
it out, too.
everything.
Thanks,
Just
Phil.
know that we'll be here regardless of what happens. And you have a good night, Rumble. Night
Thank you,
Empire.
Phil.
Stay up, stay faithful, stay faith. All right, man.
All right. That's it. Stay one. Appreciate you, fam. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Hey, all right. And here it comes. It's one of the founding members of TNT. He hails from Virginia. He is Trey from VA. Finally, and I do mean finally.
Finally. And I do mean finally. Brother Ronbo, it is the midnight hour on the East Coast. It's really late. Shout out to everybody that stayed up on this side of the map over here.
Trying to get you all as fast as possible too, Trey.
Yeah, we about to get into it because I've heard a lot of blasphemy. Shout out to the TNT.
I knew
family.
you did. So I said, here comes Trey. He's got some things he wants to defend.
Ronbo, let me ask you a quick question though, really fast.
Okay.
Ronbo, do you host an NBA show that I don't know about?
What about my 3-point shots?
No, because there is a lot of NBA talk in the chat. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I see that a lot. Yeah.
Let's not disrespect the show, guys. All right. If you want to talk basketball, go somewhere else. Because I promise you, if you go in those same basketball chats, they're not talking Niner football. This is sacred. Let's do that. All right.
But Trey, it's friends getting together, and NBA comes in with some kind of dramatic news.
I understand, but when it dominates the chat, it's like, whoa, what we doing here, right? So let me get into this Robbie Gould something. Let's get into this Robbie G. Because he is a G. He handled it like a G, like a gangster, didn't he, Ronbo? He told them, Ronbo, there's two different types of people in this world, Ronbo. There are people like us that understand the value of a kicker. And then there are people that need to release a kicker, need to lose a playoff game. They didn't lose because the kicker, they did. They lost because the kicker kicked the ball too low. And they got tipped. Okay? That's the Chicago Bears. They need to lose a kicker. So everybody that don't you dare, I will stand for no Robbie Gould slander tonight. There will be no Robbie Gould slander tonight. No, because this is the thing. A good kicker doesn't come around every single day. I've been through the Joe Nedneys. I've been through the Phil Dawsons. I've been through the David Akers. I don't need to see a guy lose. So what we're not gonna do is disrespect Robbie Gould. All right, we gonna put some respect on his name. Yes, he did what he had to do for his family. He told a white lie. This is business. Get over it. Grow up. This is business. What are you getting emotional for? I told you guys he would be there week 1, day 1. I didn't care if he showed up week 1, day 1. He was gonna be there. And when Kyle said he's not worried about it, Ronbo, what did that mean to you? Are you worried about it?
No, I was hoping Kyle was just confident, but not sure. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was scared.
We locked that up. We locked that up. Yeah. So let's lock up one more other piece of business real quick while we're on it. Ronbo, how long have you been playing football?
Who? 49ers?
The NFL. About a century,
we just
right?
celebrated 100 years. Just celebrated 100-year anniversry. Yeah. So it was what was that? 2 years ago?
And we just came off of how many interceptions did we come off of, Ronbo?
It was not 100. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. The point is that for people to say we're good in the secondary is blasphemy. You know what Jimmy Ward is? Jimmy Ward is a deadbeat player. You know what a deadbeat dad is, right? Like they're never around, they're never there for you when you need them the most. You put a lot of trust in them. Jimmy Ward's a dead player. That's what he's a deadbeat. He's not there when you want. You counted on him. You wanted Jimmy to show up to take you to the park, and he wasn't there. He ghosted you. You wanted Jimmy to bring you a present on your birthday. He wasn't there. He ghosted you.
Yeah.
So
Ice cream
what we're
truck
not
coming
going to
by,
do
he won't
is
give me
get
$1.
bent out of shape, be upset about, and feel bad about players that just aren't there for us. These young guys, I'm excited about the various more. I don't know what he got, but I'm excited to see what he can do. But there's one thing that I know that my team will do. We will score. score so many points this year, Ronbo.
Yes.
So many points this year,
Yeah.
as long as Jimmy stays healthy for 16.
Yeah.
And I think that he will, if our offensive line continues. Because, Ronbo, we have to get better at pass blocking.
Well,
and
Trey,
that is what.
Do you really think Jimmy G is going to get hurt by somebody hitting him? I don't. When
No.
Jimmy G,
No.
Yeah.
But let me tell you how ridiculous this 18 games, 16 played schedule BS really is, Ronbo. I don't want. What if they did say, "Oh, well, your player's got to sit for 2 games," right? I don't want my third string. I don't want my third string tackle getting Jimmy G hurt for the season because Mike McGlinchey had to sit for 2 games. You see, like that's why that's ridiculous. Like when franchise quarterbacks start getting knocked out because their best offensive linemen have to sit for 2. So, with that being said, Ronbo, our 5 is coming back intact. This is the first time we can say that in a long time. Does that excite you?
It does. It does. Continuity, chemistry, all that builds up when you get those guys and keep them together.
Yes, and that's how I feel. That's why I feel so good about Robbie Gould being back here, Ronbo. Like previous callers have said, the one before me, and it's so true. You got to have ice water in your veins. Anybody can kick, but can't anybody go into a stadium when the team? Who's going to kick in Seattle? Do you have the nerve to kick in a loud stadium with the game on the line?
People
Do you
throwing
have the
popcorn
nerve?
at you. I'm
Can
telling
you
you,
kick
man.
in New Orleans when the dome is going crazy?
Yeah.
Can you kick in the winds? Maybe not, it's not Candlestick, but it's still very windy outside.
Yes.
The one thing about Matt Bryant, I love Matt Bryant, but Matt Bryant can't kick a field goal longer than 40 yards outside.
And he
kick in
plays
the dome
inside of a
in
dome.
Atlanta.
Yes. Plays inside of a
exactly.
dome.
So we need to pump the brakes, take a woosah. We got our guy. And once again, Parag Marate has worked his magic.
Give him the MVP.
Done it again, didn't he? Didn't he? Didn't he? Rob, I know you can't do it long. We just got to do it strong. I'll say this. The whole thing that we have to understand is that this team is going places. The defense just needs to pick up a little bit of the slack. I believe that with the improved pass rush, we're going to get a few more interceptions. With a few more interceptions, we're going to get a few more opportunities. And with a few more opportunities, we're going to win a few more games. Now, if you ain't down with that, I don't know what else.
I got 2 words for you. Go ahead and say it.
I got 2 words for you.
Yes.
You got to be a man or a woman of a certain age to understand that, kid. I might as well.
Oh, WWE fan.
If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. With that being said, Ronbo, shout out to TNT. Shout out to the fam growing every day. The love. Shout out to you, production, for what you do. Really appreciate everybody. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's keep it football, man. That's what we here for. Once a week, twice a week. Only 3 times a week, man. We can talk about that other stuff any other time. Not saying never talk about it, but I'm saying let's not collude. Let's not dominate. Let's not junk up the chat with things that have nothing to do with it. We can disagree with each other. Nobody agrees with me, right, Rombo? I'm crazy, right?
Trey, you've been under an extreme attack
I've been under
for the last
fire,
week.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what?
I saw you in there and Dre. I couldn't stop laughing.
Take my medicine.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand for what I stand for, and I'm gonna ride for my team. Like nobody. The reason why I can talk about my team and nobody say I'm sound crazy is because at the end of the day, Rombo, we here every single night. So we appreciate you for being with us tonight.
Thanks
again,
Trey.
partner.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Trey.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. All right, man.
Oh God, Trey's always too much fun. All right, now here's a Jason. I want to make sure because the other Jason already cleared me up and said his name was Casey. Jason, are you really Jason?
Yo, Ronbo, what's up, man?
Hey, Jason, come on in, man. We're sitting up here celebrating the signing of Robbie Gould and Kendrick Bourne, as far as I'm concerned, is not involved in this mix-up with wide receivers and who's going to get cut. But, Jason, what are your feelings on all this stuff, fam?
I feel with Robbie Gould, finally assuring us of his presence, that we may have the best special teams in the league. If Wisnowski is, the 4th round pick guy that we think he is, that makes us maybe the best special teams. Not special teams as far as returns and all that. We still got to see. I don't want Dante Pettis on returns.
And you ain't gonna see that.
I don't want to see that. Debo Samuels either. DJ Ward. Is it? No, DJ. What's our cornerback, nickelback's name?
Oh, Richie? No, cornerback. Oh, GJ Reed.
Reed, I'm sorry, yeah.
DJ couldn't stop dropping the
know.
ball last year, remember? Cal had him trying to get him on returns, and he kept coughing the ball up. I mean, he may have that under control now. Yeah, maybe it's just some fundamental issue.
So, I mean, the Gold thing makes us an actual contender, Ronbo. That was my concern. I talked to you about it earlier in the year that, we're going to have some tight games.
Yes.
And, we're not going to be automatically the best red zone threat in the league. We are going to improve immensely, though, I believe, with the third year of the scheme's implementation by Kyle and, this is Jimmy G's, this is kind of like his second year considering his time out.
That is
so
all it is, too. That's all it is, too.
He's been studying. I hope he's been really getting to it. And we're looking like a championship roster right now to me. You know what I'm saying? And this is not as just like some psycho fan. Just to give you some insight on my track record, Ronbo, not that I go around bragging, but I predicted the Harbaugh with my friends. They thought I was smoking crack. I told them when Harbaugh handed Alex Smith the playbook, I knew we had all the pieces on defense. I knew we had all the talent. We had Ted Ginn. We had Crabtree. I was like, yo, we're going places. They said, keep smoking crack. The Niners are bums. They wasn't looking at the personnel, Ronbo, and the coaching. I knew Harbaugh because Singletary, he was defensive. The mistake I think Singletary made is when he didn't let Mike Martz create the greatest show on turf over here.
Yeah.
Remember that year?
Exactly.
We had Mike Martz, and he was like, no, this guy's complex. He's too... Like, asshole, you stick to the defense. Let the guru do what the guru does on offense. We'd have probably...
Right?
Yes. We have Kyle now, who is probably an upgrade from whatever Mike Martz was and what Jason Garrett was supposed to be. All this Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett is the best offensive coordinating mind. Well, Dallas hasn't really fared that well since he took over the helm.
Right.
But we're looking like a championship squad, and that's really all I could ask for is playoffs and be back relevant. That's really all I want for Christmas. Super Bowl be nice, but I'm tired of these 8-year hiatuses and shit. In January, I'm like waiting for the draft in January. That's just sucky. Y'all know how that feels.
Right?
That sucks.
Sometimes, Jason, earlier than January. I think we was talking about the draft in mid-November last year.
In our case, it's been that way. Like, I feel bad. Like, oh, man, damn. All right, I'm at the sports bar still. People are like, what's wrong with this guy? Doesn't he know? I just want to see, speaking of Bourne, Kendrick Bourne, I just want to see what we got. Like, I like that part, like seeing the guys, okay, Kendrick Bourne steps up. He's making the roster. I don't know what are people watching? Are they waiting for the flashy guy with the big body, the 6'3", 240, Megatron guy?
Yeah.
But Kendrick Bourne is what you're looking for in a receiver. I don't know what people are waiting to see. Does he need to have a Superman cape on and do a trick?
Somehow, Kendrick Bourne, that dancing, his dance moves and smile, it pisses people off. So they think he's a goof off. They don't like him.
Ooh, Niners fan?
You got all kind of Niners fans. Next time the big show gets on, we'll have him describe the things that he doesn't like about Kendrick Bourne. It's just a dislike.
Oh, come on, brother.
It's what doesn't have
he
anything to do
makes
with
a living going against the grain. That's go against the grain, guy.
Kendrick could get. If a guy had 900 yards last year, he still wouldn't have got no love. But that's the. Tell you what, Jason, we got to go now though. But I'm gonna see you tomorrow night, okay?
All right, brother. All right, bet.
All right. Have a good night, Jason. Appreciate you, fam.
You too, bro. Bye.
Always love hearing from Jason. And then he has that East Coast accent to go along with it. It's so much fun. Hey, Hank.
How you doing, Ronbo?
Oh, Hank, man. I'm doing fine now that we got Robbie Gould already signed the paper, and we can stop tripping with that. Now it's just about go ahead, go forward. Let's go. Let's get this program on track. So, Hank,
Yeah,
what are your
Ronbo,
feelings on that?
I can't tell you how relieved I am. Like, that was one of the best news I've heard in a long time.
Yes.
This kicking situation, man, it's been getting me real tense because I'm really going all in on my boys this season, man.
Hey.
I mean, the talent is there. The coach is there. Coach has got all his pieces this year. You know, this is a year to prove it. Jimmy G is looking like a madman on a mission.
And possessed, ain't he? I love it. He's got an attitude right now. He's taking nothing for granted again, if he did.
Ronbo, I've been keeping an eye on Mullins, really, man. This kid, man, I mean, honestly, if we have this bullshit 18-game season next season, I mean, I'm all for Nick coming in. Shit, that's 2 more dubs
I feel
right
strongly
there.
about that as well. If it's just – the thing is, I don't want Nick out there with a second-string offensive line. I don't want him out there with a if he's going to be out there, I want him out there with his best of weapons. That's the only argument I have against if they're going to make him play only 16 and your first string has to sit down for 2 games. Oh, come on. I mean, I understand it.
Yeah, Ronbo.
Because you don't want your players going too long, but still.
Yeah, that 18-game season, man, they're just trying to milk a little bit more money. But, you know, us as fans, you know, we want more football. But, you know, us Niners, you know, we want health this year. That's all this year is about. If the health is there, man, I'm telling you, 10 games minimum. Like, I'm tired of hearing all this stuff in the comments about I'll be happy if we go 8-8.
Oh.
No, hell with that, man.
Why
I
would
mean,
you be happy
we
with that,
suffered
right?
enough.
Yes. We've had enough of that.
Like, we've been through it, Ronbo. I mean, shit, we haven't seen the playoffs since this New Orleans Saints game. I mean, shit, 6 years ago? I mean, it's been too much, man. We've gone through enough. And honestly, I'm not gonna be happy with just a little, you know, first game. If we get eliminated first game, no, I'm not happy to make the playoff. Like Kyle Shanahan said, I saw an interview he did, man, and he said if you're gonna make the playoffs, you might as well go all the way. And,
right.
You know what? I'm feeling the exact same way.
And I don't really be backing into the playoffs with a playoff card. If you're going to go in there, guns a-blazing, and maybe get a first week bye. But if you're backing into the playoffs, barely made it in there, I'm not happy with that. 9-7, 49ers making it to the wild. Oh, bull. Yuck. So... yeah.
Hell, Rumble, you see people have gotten notice. I know you saw that video of that Eagles fan, man, with the hat on, and that kid was talking some, you know, I was really liking what that kid was talking about. I mean, it was probably the first time I agreed with an Eagles fan.
Hey, you won't happen again.
The kid knew what he was talking about. The kid knew what he was talking about. You know, he was making some same points we're making. But Rombo, this year, man, I'm telling you, I'm not just going to my first 49ers game. I'm going to Santa Clara for the first time. I'm flying out there for the Atlanta Falcons game, and I'm going to see Kyle whoop up his old team. And
that's going to be a special game. Oh.
I'm going to be in Tampa week 1 to see my boys week 1, and then I believe it's like 16. No, probably week 15, I believe. They play the Falcons at home, and I'm flying out to Santa Clara for the first time ever. And I'm going to see my boys out there.
You're going to love it. And you just got it's like Big Show says, you just don't sit on the visitor side, as the 49ers have strategically put the visitor side in the sun.
Good point, yeah, because I know they don't have no cover out there, but you know what? I don't care what the weather situation is. If I can see my boys in red and gold out there, I'm happy. You know, I really don't give a damn.
Yeah.
But
you
Rombo,
just get a big rim hat.
Yeah, it's such a relief, Rombo, with Robbie. Like I was right there, you know. I was saying, you know, fuck Robbie, you know, hell with him, you know, send him home. I was right there, but you know, I couldn't be happier to have him, man. I mean, I could not pick a kicker in the NFL I would rather have over Robbie right now.
There really is. Zerline is good, but how many games did Zerline miss the last 2 years? He's coming up hurt all the time too.
Yeah, he's been getting hurt a little bit. Robbie, man, his injury status too, man. The kid doesn't get hurt.
Never.
You know, I mean, not kid. I mean, that's a grown man by now. But I mean, you know,
he's always there. You know, you can.
He's always there, and like I think Big Show said, you know, availability is the best ability in the NFL,
true.
and you know, Robbie's there for us, but. This is such a relief, Rombo. It's definitely some good news. You know, I don't care that it's not making headlines. You know, I mean, I'm not about that. You know, it's making headlines for us. We know that,
and that's all that matters. Because we know what we got in Robbie Gould. Other teams don't. And analysts are still saying boneheaded things they know nothing about. So you know, while we're celebrating as win analysts, well, I don't think they've got enough yet to do anything more than win 8 games. Oh, shut up.
That's really what irritates me, Rombo, is, even I'm seeing a couple of Niners out there. They're saying, we'll be happy with 8-8. I don't know about you. I won't. Shit, I'm going to be real pissed.
Yeah, let them be happy. There's a lot of Niner fans out there talking. It's worse. There's 7 and 9 people, too. But you know what? That's fine. It takes a little while.
Fine.
They're used to losing, and they've accepted it. Yep. And you and I and others haven't. And that's the way it is,
Nope, always going for the Super Bowl, man. I've never been, the type to, let's just make the playoffs. It's an improvement from last year. Nah, if we're making the playoffs, we're, might as well try to go all the way. We're already going to get a late draft pick. Might as well try to go for the Super Bowl.
Hey, Hank, that is the bottom line. Why do the Hawks? The Hawks have been going to near the playoffs or winning close to the playoffs forever, right? And they end up picking at the bottom of the draft. That's why they look like they do now, and they've lost a lot of talent, and now they're starting to build. And next year, I'll bet you they get a better draft pick. I'm sick of people just assuming because they're the Hawks, they're going to go to the playoffs. Or the Rams. Yeah. Well, they've lost about half of their team. Doesn't matter. They're going to the playoffs. Oh, what? They're going to win the West? How? So, we're going to find out.
Thank you, Rombo. This whole situation with the Rams, what are people seeing over there, man? All I see is a bunch of old guys who should have been gone on the field just trying to get a couple checks, And as far as the Seahawks go, Rombo, you heard it here first. I'm calling a sweep on the Seahawks this year. I'm calling a sweep.
Put it down for Hank.
I'm not even acting. I'm not speaking through red and gold glasses either. I'm calling it like I see it. I see a sweep on them.
They're just not that potent anymore. Okay, Hank, we gotta go, and I'll be back tomorrow. Be looking for you. Huh?
All right, Rombo. Hey, man, when I go out to Santa Clara, I'm definitely going to be video calling you for the first time. So keep an eye out for that.
Good. We'll make arrangements for that game too. All right.
All right, Rombo. Always good talking to you, man. You take care.
Thanks, you too. Have a good night.
All right, man. Peace. You too, Rombo.
Hey. And let's go get it, Niner gang.
Yo, what's up?
Niner gang, we got our kicker is what's up. And, man, I tell you
what. I told you I had hope, Rombo.
I tell you, it's a relief. It's a relief. Stop worried about Robbie and stop worried about who's going to kick for us. Because quite frankly, Niner gang, whoever we would have gotten here, we would not have been as relaxed as we are with Robbie coming in. Because as soon as he trots on the field, if it's inside the 60-yard line, man, I get up and I say, we got this. We can't do that with everybody. God. So that's why I'm not crying about Robbie's salary. Pay him whatever you want to. But then again, what are your feelings on this?
I told you last night I had faith, so I guess it paid off.
Yeah, well, it did. Yeah.
I'm really happy because, he's money. He's, well over 90. Well, he's almost at 98% of his.
Yeah, I was gonna say Robbie's near 100%, near, real close.
So he deserves respect. I think personally he's the best kicker in the NFL, and glad we got him. Just another piece to add to it. Already, amazing roster. So yeah. So really excited. Just excited for training camp now. Now I'm just focused on Debo and Nick Bosa signing their contracts. But, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be so worried about it. They'll probably sign before the preseason even starts. So
yeah. Well, they'll wait till the last day before training camp. I mean, Dante Pettis did that last year, even him. Last day before camp. And like Solomon Thomas here before. Solomon Thomas is signing. The guy's already on the training camp field, and Solomon Thomas is still up in the office. And he signs it, and he runs out on the field midway through. Oh, man, you guys had to cut it that close? Oh, God. So they'll be
to be honest with you, I don't really get frustrated with the players, and I actually kind of get frustrated. Yeah, no, also that, and, I'm also, thinking, well, come on, Niners, just, find a deal that, come to a deal that will both benefit you and the player and get over with. If they want an extra, $400,000, I mean, they got money for that. I mean, I see why they don't want to give it to him, but
no, they can't. You know, the rookie deals are set at certain limits. First round, second round, third. You know what? Here's the thing: they want guarantees that if they get hurt, they're going to be allotted the full amount. Those are the little guarantees that the franchises hesitate on because what if Nick goes out and gets wiped out or Debo gets wiped out day one in training camp, and now they're on the hook for that entire $11 million or whatever, you know. So it's a scary thing.
That's true.
So that's
what I feel that.
That's what the agency's asking for.
Yeah, but I heard they have the same agent. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I forget the name of the agency, but they're famous for running organizations down to the last few minutes with little things they want. It's all in the language of the contract, and some things they want to alter. You know, what I really wish is the Players Association would negotiate something that this is not movable, and this is not movable, and this is not movable. Guys, stop coming in here with your agent and saying that I got to have those things, or no, it's off balance, they're off limits. So, but they don't.
Yeah, seriously.
And they'll hassle.
Yeah, but as I was saying, just ready for training camp to start. What did it start? The 26th.
Yeah. 26th.
Excited for that.
Next Friday.
Excited for the preseason. What I'm hoping for the preseason, Ronbo, is that they keep Jimmy out until the dress rehearsal again and just play it safe.
Oh, they will. Guarantee you.
Keep him out till third game, and then have him play a drive or two in the fourth game just to polish it up, and then we'll be good. Because I have all the faith in the world in Jimmy G, and he'll probably the first couple of weeks he can get away with being a little rusty because we got the Bengals and the Bucks, and I already think we're gonna whip both of them. So I think everything's gonna be going good, and then once we hit the Steelers game, I think we should be all ready. Everyone will
be warmed up and ready to roll, right? Yeah, it's good timing,
and that's when we get those good wins. So.
Yeah. I think the schedulers knew that, too. It's good when the 49ers and the Cowboys, unfortunately, I got to say them, too, but it's good when the 49ers, Cowboys, Steelers, there's the Dolphins. There's a few teams that as long as they're doing well, the NFL is doing well. So, I think they set that schedule up so the 49ers could cakewalk their way into Game 4, and Game 5 could be the game of the year. The 49ers against the upstart they're both upstart teams, Cleveland Browns on a Monday night. Ooh, you talk about a rating.
Oh, that's going to be the best game of the season.
Oh, God.
Best game of the season.
Mm.
And you know what? It's going to be really close. It's going to be really close, and it's going to be really fun to watch.
And that's why you got to have your kicker. Robbie Gould's got to be there for this one. Then again, we got to stop. We ran out of time. Tomorrow night, though, we'll be a little more loose. If you get some time. See you then, huh?
Yeah, I know everyone wants to talk about Robbie, so I'm gonna get off.
Right.
Before I go, shout out Jerry Fresh, Nothing But Niners crew. Also, of course you, Ronbo. Thanks for getting me on here, and have a good night.
You too. See you tomorrow.
All right, see ya.
All right. Oh, Dino.
So, Ronbo, what's the deal?
Dino, man, we're sitting up here breathing a sigh of relief as we could stop looking up you open up and look at your pages, online pages, and there it is. Robbie Gould continues to hold out. Robbie Gould says he will not report to camp. Robbie this negative, Robbie that negative. All of a sudden, Robbie Gould signs his tender. And Dino, here's the funny thing about it. You look at Texans, and you could be more grateful, because Clowney's still running around saying, man, I ain't signing nothing.
Yeah, for real. I don't even know what's wrong. I don't even know what's wrong with everybody complaining, talking about it's too much money and all that stuff, man. Most of them wins that we got was because of Robbie.
Absolutely.
Then, especially, man, when I think about that Titans game, man, I was all Robbie Gould.
Oh, man.
I mean, Jimmy G, he got the ball downfield a couple times, but Robbie Gould did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, before last year, how many years has it been since we beat the Seahawks?
Man, it's been goes back to 2012?
Something like that. 2012, 2011, something like that. And who kicked that game-winning field goal to win that game?
That was Robbie G.
That was Robbie Gould, man, in overtime.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm gonna pay $100, man. I'm gonna pay $100 more a month to live on a better street. You know what I'm saying? It's a peace of mind.
Do it.
That's what we got in Robbie Gould, man. We got a peace of mind because I guarantee you, Shanahan and John Lynch, sitting in the office, looked at the calendar. And they circled a few of those games. Like, this one might be kind of close.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And we got Robbie Gould. That's the difference maker. You know what I mean? If you got that insurance card in your back pocket, Robbie Gould, all right, man. At least we got 3 points, if anything.
Because look at the game. We played New Orleans. When we played New Orleans, watch that game come down to a Robbie Gould kick. Because the Saints, if we win that game, I'm telling you, man, the Saints ain't playing, man. That's a firepower team. So you got to bring your best stuff in there. If you're coming in with a weak kicker, you ain't no point going down there. Hey.
And I written down all y'all names too, man, that complain about Robbie Gould. Keep him in my book because if we win the Super Bowl off a field goal, or we win an important playoff game off a field goal, man, I'm calling all y'all out. That's for sure.
You guys made Dino mad. He wrote your name down.
Cause look, man, he pretty much got reimbursed, man, for the past 2 seasons that we had him. You know what I mean? And those last 7 games. When Jimmy G came in, that was pretty much him and Robbie.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty much him and Robbie Gould.
Yeah.
So
because we couldn't convert.
Pay
Red
the
zone
man.
problems had started way back then. But Robbie, since we're keeping it close with what we had, and as far as knowing the offense like they did, just put Robbie in position and he'll get it done. And you gotta appreciate that. Yeah.
And see, a lot of these people coming back from injury. A lot of people, we got new weapons from the draft and stuff like that. And, man, we pretty much set at all the positions, so who else do we need to pay? We just need to get our kicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we got him. So I could, I'm not tripping, man. Pay the man, give him his money, and then make him happy, you know what I'm saying?
And let's be done
let
with
him keep making them field goals for us.
That's right. Man.
But last year, man, I just want our defense to be back up to par because that was the main problem was the red zone offense and the defense to me. And I would love to see Richard Sherman struggle, but not on our team. When he was on the Seahawks, I wish he was getting beat up on them. But Uncle Sherman, man, he didn't deserve that what he had to go through last year.
Hey. But it's so funny, Dino, because people were scared of Uncle Sherman even last year. They didn't even mess with him. They could have. They didn't know. They just know, oh, hell no, man. You don't mess with him. And so they wore Okello out. But in the process, I think Okello Witherspoon may have gotten better. I can't get a lot of people to agree with me, but Okello looked different going down the stretch last year, the last 2 or 3 games.
When Okello was a rookie, he didn't do too bad. That we thought he had a lot of promise. We thought, Okello going to be good next year.
Yeah.
And that our pass rusher was so trash last year. It was just like, man, y'all not even giving me no kind of cushion to work with. Soon as they release, as soon as you say hike, man, they throwing that ball.
Yeah, there's
so
things.
I'm glad we got a pass rush, man. Our defense again there. We got some linebackers. So, man, I hope Jason Vera could stay healthy.
It would be.
I'm pretty sure. I'm sure if Richard Sherman and man, we got Dante Johnson back. Just put him in on the run plays because all he can do is tackle.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hank, I mean, Dino, I got to tell you, I think DJ is just there for camp purposes. I do not. If we had to hold a pool or anything like that, where we put money in, is DJ gonna make it or not? I wonder where the biggest bets would be placed because I don't see who's he gonna beat out. He's not gonna beat out Verrett. He's not gonna beat out Okello. He's certainly not gonna beat out Sherman. That Alex Brown, I doubt he could beat out Alex Brown. The draft pick Harris, I just don't see. I don't know. Maybe Dante's learned some things since he went away. I don't know. We'll see. But I would not bet on Dante being on the final 53.
Yeah, if he one of the ones. If he don't, man, I ain't gonna say nothing about it. But Kendrick, man, if Kendrick don't make it, I could get over that. But man, but Kendrick, man, I'm rooting for him though, because Kendrick, man, held it down when a lot of our receivers were hurt or weren't showing up.
And the dude is made of iron. He does
Trent
not
Taylor,
get
Trent
hurt.
Taylor is my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trent Taylor is my boy, but he kind of was a no-show last year going through his thing.
Back injury.
Garcon was a no-show.
Neck injury.
Yeah, Garcon was a no-show. And then Kendrick still was there doing his thing. Even when Marquise was down, Kendrick was there. So
I mean, going through the middle of the
I'm
field,
rooting
taking
for him.
down passes, getting a bejesus knocked out of him, getting up with that big smile on his face. That's the best y'all got? I'll be back. And sure enough, he did.
He had the right to do his little shimmy. He had the right to do his little shimmy and shuffle, man, catching them balls. You know,
I love that dude,
he had a few touchdowns and stuff, but yeah,
anyway,
man, I know you got some callers, Ronbo. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Dino,
And,
appreciate you, fam.
Shout out to everybody. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. For I know I ain't been calling in. I've been working like a mug, but y'all been keeping me. I'm a 49ers junkie, so y'all been giving me my fix. I just been calling in. You know, I ain't been calling in, but I've been listening up.
Good. Dino,
all right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later.
And be looking for, if you get a chance, we'll be back tomorrow too. All right.
All right, Ronbo. Nine again.
Dino. Man, we ain't heard from Dino in a long time. Good to hear from Dino. Hey, it's the Sheik.
Ronbo Sports. What's going on, man?
Sheik, man, we're sitting back here and we're assessing the value, basically, of Robbie Gould. And you've been listening. And at this point in the program, you've already heard that some people think that we could have went out. Maybe we overpaid Robbie. We could have went out and got a kicker at any 7-Eleven store, which is really hilarious to me because I keep thinking, guys, kickers aren't at every convenience store. That's a very serious position. We got to be grateful to get Robbie. I don't know if he got overpaid. The 49ers can afford it. Get him. God. So
yeah,
I'm feeling good about
the
that.
thing, and the thing is, you got to think about like a lot of Super Bowl kickers that won the Super Bowl, like Gronkowski, hit that winning field goal. There's I can't think of the other guys' names, but there's clutch, like the last field goal to win the Super Bowl or seal the deal and all that. So you must have a good kicker because if you don't, you're going to be stuck with what's his name, that Tampa Bay. That we talked about a couple days ago.
Awhile?
That dude. You don't want the type of guys that you don't know they're going to make it. Yeah, there's a Matt Bryan available, but you don't know with the chemistry he's going to be ready. But if somebody's already set in gold that he is, he's perfect, and he knows the guys, and he's solid for us. Yes, he is making $5 million each year, but we have that option for the third year if you want to keep him or not. So we could, he's going to be like 39, 40 at the time. But the thing is, kickers could go in their late 40s or early 40s, actually.
How old is Uncle Phil?
He's 37, what I heard.
Phil Dawson's only
38 this year.
Phil Dawson's
Phil Dawson? I'm sorry. No, he's like 40. He's in his 40s, like 42, I think.
Because Uncle Phil was kicking for us at a pretty late point in his life, and he was straight money too. He just started falling off the last couple of years. In fact, Phil started falling off after he left the 49ers, which is why the 49ers must have seen that his time was up. So, yeah. But we usually have a solid kicker.
The thing is, I'm fine with it, honestly, because, we're giving up $5 million, but kickers are a big key of the special team. If you don't have a good special team or a good punting team, you're not going to do shit. That's why we had this issue with Pinions and these other kickers that we had in the past are not good in the past. So you got to be every position. You have to be just set the wave, just the course. So you have to have every part of it. You got to get a good punt return kicker. And that's why I like Richie James or Dante Pettis to do it. I'm hearing that Deebo Samuels also. So you got to get these guys in the mix. Because if you don't have that, then you're not going to have those position of the ball or this and that. So the kicker and the punter are key. And we got that guy, the big kicker from Europe. So he's the Sterling guy. So I think he's set. And then Hightower is a great special team coach. So a lot of praise. And he pushed Wojnarowski, and he's obviously pushing Gould to come back. So he definitely has a say in it.
I can't wait till Wojnarowski. Robbie and Wojnarowski probably going to be great. I mean, Wojnarowski's got to learn how to hold for Robbie. So I'm glad that Robbie's finally real. Robbie, you need some time to meet our new kicker, your hole guy, okay? Get your ass in here. Let's go, man. So,
and the thing I miss though, and I wish they come back again, is that Tony Montana. You know, like they would
Tony Montana,
the kickoff.
Tony Montana.
Yeah.
You know that? Yeah.
That was Spillman. Those type of players, and we had these other guys in there, those hitters. And I'm looking for those guys. I'm looking for nice gunners as well because everybody needs a good gunner.
Yeah.
So
we got one of the best in the league, but he needs a couple more guys to help him out. You know, this is why. What's that wide receiver we had a couple of years ago before we picked up Mostert? That was pretty solid, but they had to cut him finally. But he was another one that was tough on special teams. But he would get killed during the course of the season too. But Mostert needs a guy, a wingman, you know, because he's going to be the first guy down the field because nobody's faster than Mostert. Mostert is like a road runner. That's why he's down. And the hang time that Mitch is going to be putting on that ball, Mostert's going to be standing at the receiver saying, looking at him like, go ahead. Catch the ball.
Yeah, he's a good one. He is a good one. He hits. And we saw that piece last year when he hit that one guy. I was like, damn. Mostert still got it.
Nailed it. Pretty shot.
Yeah.
Bam. Driving.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: did you see Solomon Thomas with with working out with Donald and that little Instagram post that he did? Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard about it. He's been working out with Aaron a little bit during his course this offseason anyway. So whatever he picks up from Aaron Donald, he's a dedicated guy.
He looks he's definitely hitting the gym, Ronbo. He looks good. But if he's gonna,
nobody pumps up like Solomon T, man. So you know what? Him and Aaron Donald, they can have a bodybuilding contest. They just want to quit and start bodybuilding because Solomon T can get huge too. They made him lose weight the year before last, but he ain't got to lose no weight now. So look out for Solomon T.
I want to do something like soon before the preseason guys. I want these underrated guys that everybody's turning an eye on. But I want everybody on the chat room and the guys that call in point out the guys that they want and point and see how they do later on the preseason because I want to see if these guys are going to cut it or not. So the underrated guys, I want you guys to look into everybody in the callers and to see who comes, like the Poindexters and Alex Browns and even the DJ Reeds that we have for a while. See how they do and if they can make to the team. So
we'll see.
The special team is key, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Sheik, we're going to go and be back tomorrow. We can hang a little loose, and I'll be looking for you, fam.
Definitely, Romo. Well, shout out to everybody that calls in. Shout out to Nile Fan Club. Shout out to the chat room. Shout out to Manny. I'm waiting for your call. Let's go. Baseball! Hit that like for Ronbo Sports because this is the best place to be for Niner Talk, baby.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Thanks, Sheik. We all love you back, too. Have a good night.
Love you.
Oh, man. Hey, Vince.
Rob Bizzle.
Vince, you're busy, man. I can hear you doing the J-O-B in the background.
Oh, yeah, baby. We're routing. Motherfuckers are grinding.
I can hear it.
Grinding, getting that money, baby. I'm gonna walk out of the shop. I'm gonna walk out of the shop to talk to my boy Rombo. They already know.
Good.
I'm caught up in my work. They know what time it is.
Well, Vince.
Nah, but
you got that.
I want to address. Hey, short and sweet, baby. Short and sweet. Robbie Gould. Fuck. Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. You know what I mean? Hey, no hard feelings. Hey, you playing hard to get, though. You know what I mean? He's one of those girls you just try again tomorrow. Try again tomorrow, like Jay Stalin. Try again tomorrow. You got to just try again. We got his ass.
Right.
But, hey, honestly, he was a key part to this because if we fucking would have went into week one, no kicker, damn. Come down to that. I was having nightmares about it already. I swear.
It's an uncomfortable feeling, ain't it? I don't like. A lot of people think that, oh man, we could find a kick any damn where. No, you can't find a kick any damn where. So this is.
Yeah, he got the benefit of the doubt though because I know a Bears fan
he was over here all sad when he had left him the first time, and then he went to the Giants, and the Giants cut his ass.
Yep.
But I mean, like, hey, we got him. Hey, he's kicking in good weather. He needs to realize that shit too, you know?
He does.
He's kicking over here in California weather, baby.
Bobby better not lie. That's so true. Kicking in ice cold air versus California is two different places. The ball acts differently.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't called in a couple weeks, but I mean a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it was the other week or last week, but someone was even saying, "Hey, I think it was it might have been Will or Dre, one of them, but they're like, hey, this is the time right now. You need to report to camp, baby, because we're going to fucking win this shit. We're going far. This is the year right here.
This team's got enough talent.
Counting around with this kicker, you know what I mean? Like, hey, strap your boots on, baby. Let's go.
That's it.
You know, let's go. Let's get this shit.
Time to get serious.
It's time. For sure. You know what I mean? So I want to address that. Thank you for Robbie. The Kendrick Bourne talk. Hey, Kendrick Bourne, KB. Yeah. I don't see him leaving. I don't see us cutting him. Hell no.
It would be a very bad. I got a feeling it'd be really bad because I don't know who'd pick him up. But I do have a feeling that Pete Carroll has said, "Oh, listen, I could use somebody who knows that system too." You know.
Hey, you know Ronbo. The Seahawks are always picking our leftovers.
And they got
Raiders and Seahawks.
Raiders got plenty of wide receivers now. But you know what the thing is about Seahawks? They got DK Metcalf and a couple other guys. They lost too many people, and they got Doug Baldwin left them. Kendrick would flourish in that system.
Hey, yeah. You get Kendrick Bourne in that fucking slot right there with Seattle. Fuck.
And the way they play razzle dazzle, and Kendrick would be out there rolling around somewhere, lose a guy, and Wilson hit him right in. Oh no, you don't want him running around over there. So you know,
it's all bad. It's all bad. We can't have that shit. But I mean, hey, as far as that, we can't let him go. I know here Toilolo and Trent battle.
Yeah.
Toilolo, the tight end we signed from the Falcons, right? Or he was from the Lions, and I seen him. You want to know the background story on that? He's a Stanford guy. That's why we got him.
Well, you know what? Stanford likes them big, long, not necessarily extremely athletic, but I don't know what their coach likes, but he likes some dudes who can reach up to the sky.
But look at John Lynch. He's from Stanford, so he has that fucking. He's bringing in Stanford guys. He loves it.
Caden Smith.
We brought in Caden Smith.
Yeah.
And then Toilolo, he has a Stanford background, Solomon T.
And that Arcega Whiteside, I like him. You know what I'm saying? These dudes,
we should have got his ass.
I tell you, man.
We should have got him.
Them dudes.
He would have been the red zone threat. He looks like a fresh, if anything, you want to call Jordan Matthews, but comparison, but like fucking way better than Jordan Matthews. But like, you know what I mean? That's the type of shit that we would be expecting from Jordan Matthews. But Arcega Whiteside brings. You know what I mean? We kind of messed up on that. I don't know. Like, you got to pick your poison. So we go with Pierre Garçon's replacement, or we go with Whiteside, that red zone threat, you know, jump ball. He was bad. He was bad. And I'm surprised we didn't get him because he is from Stanford, you know? We're looking at him all the time.
Yeah.
And we're looking at Iowa. That's what I noticed. Hey, but I noticed why we look at Iowa a lot, too, you know?
They did.
So we got that guy, Reynolds. We got Reynolds, we got Kittle, we got
Reynolds is underrated too. Look out for Reynolds.
They're scouting Iowa a lot.
And they should. You know, them corn-fed dudes, man, they know how to play.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, but hey, you know what, Ronbo? Short and sweet, baby. I'm going to let you go. I know you got cars to get to, but hey, you know what? This is the season. Fucking, let's not have those fucking mediocre fans fucking saying we're going to go under 10 wins. Hell no. Yeah, like I said, everyone, expect it. 10 and up. 10 and up. 10.
Gotta be 10. That's a floor.
You're a bandwagon. Get out of here. This is it.
Tomorrow's night's show is going to be based on that. All right, fam. Vince, I'll talk to you tomorrow if you get a chance. Hopefully you do. Good to hear from you.
Rumble. Hell yeah, Rumble.
Have a good night.
Rumble. I appreciate what you do, Rumble. I appreciate it. All right?
Thanks, Vince. Have a good night.
All right, Rumble.
Oh, it's Monday night. Well, all you it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Hey, so, you know, I knew if I called your name enough that you'd make an appearance. It worked on Trey.
Well,
Show.
I saw the Big Show sign in the sky, so I knew you was after me.
I was. We put that up all the time, and every now and then you don't answer. So
what
as
is
you
going?
know, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
As you know, Robbie is now a card-carrying, full-fledged member as the designated kicker of the 49ers, and there's no longer any need to converse and concerned about that. And as you know, the subject matter that you especially will be interested in is the fact is Toilolo and is probably the guy that's competing with Jordan Matthews even more so than Kendrick is. I knew you'd like that.
I don't know where this person came up with this theory from. That's like saying a running back and a guard are competing for the same
Not
spot.
that far apart.
That is absolutely
Tight ends and wide
ridiculous.
receivers have something that's similar in common.
But they run different They have a different
position and everything else on the
How am I
field.
gonna say
But show. The
Yeah.
thing is, they're
not in the same film room. They're not in the same film room. They're studying totally different routes and stuff like
their
that.
job is different. Yes, indeed.
They're two totally different positions. I mean, there's no way Jordan Matthews is competing with the tight end to make this 53-man roster. That's just ludicrous. That's just for people who. That's just a clickbait story to please people's eyes to create theories on whose players they want to see stay on this team.
Why don't you go ahead and say it? Say Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, I just said it. I.e. KB. And anyways, there's no way in hell that him and Jordan Matthews are competing for a spot with each other. That they're a wide receiver and they're a tight end.
But they're
That's
both
two totally different
considered
positions.
red zone threats.
Yeah, but you don't base a roster spot on a specific what do you call it? Area of the
show. We've been the worst team in the red zone for too long. It could be very serious.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. I have been one of the loudest voices on that era of our red zone issues. But they're not competing for a spot. That Toilolo is just another camp body. That's all we brought him on for. We're not going to keep him. We drafted Caden Smith. You know, Caden Smith is a hell of a possession tight end. Yeah,
but you do know that
there's no way
with the addition of Jalen Hurd, and already an average day in Juice is going through 3 different rooms in one day. Juice is a fullback. He's also in the tight end room. No telling what else they got him doing. His wide receiver room.
He's got the size. Yeah, he's got the size for both of those positions. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife in some aspects. But as far as Robbie Gould goes, Ronbo, I never in a million years thought we would be tripping or worrying about a kicker in our lifetime. You know what I mean? Like I never thought this position would be so
difficult. But you know, I don't.
Well, I thought it would never be talked about to begin with. The person I thought we would be worried about the most next year is DeForest Buckner. You know what I mean? Like, how are we going to pay him and keep other guys too that we like?
I don't know if Robbie's salary is that kind of big, but you know.
But you know what I mean, right? Like, I never thought in a million years we would be worried about a kicker over players like DeForest Buckner and stuff like that. Like, those are the players that we need to worry about, not kickers, because I mean, they're important and everything, but
who else would you? But the thing is, at this point in the season, who are you going to go get? If this was like November, December, okay. But what
the obvious answer is Matt Bryant. I mean, he's played with Kyle Shanahan, and
Matt missed some games last year due to injury.
That's true. But there's nobody else better out there, though. That's the thing.
Well, I know, and that's kind of a scary thing. You don't want to be just only having one option. You want to bring 2 or 3 guys in and make a choice between them, wouldn't you? I mean, that's kind of scary.
And I think here's my theory as to why Robbie Gould held out so long is because of the tax. I'm sure he was meeting with his accountant and his agent at the same time because of the tax situations to try to milk more money out of our front office. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to recruit top talent players here in California.
Yeah, especially California with the tax code.
With the taxes and everything. And like Robbie
and you start getting up into that upper echelon of income, the taxes just get buck wild then. Yeah.
Because he already had his kids in schools in Illinois, and I'm sure their tax code is a lot different than ours, and they pay a lot less over there, I think. And
everybody does.
He was looking at what situation would best fit his family. That's why he brought up his family so many times during his interviews with guys like Matt Mayoko and everything like that. It's mainly monetary reasons why he held out. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I can think of. Like, I know he wanted to be in Chicago with his family and everything, but I think in order for him to be lured into San Francisco, you had to give him a more lucrative deal to keep him here. I see a lot of people say that we overpaid for him, but I don't think we did, because you look at Justin Tucker's contract. He's the highest paid kicker in the league right now.
Justin Tucker's still the highest paid kicker, isn't he? Didn't he get near 6? Yeah, so.
Yeah, something like that. $6 million a year, I think, and Robbie Gould's like 4.897 or something like that average a year. So,
and he's, as far as I'm concerned,
which isn't bad for a kicker.
But he's better than Tucker. So.
Yeah, way more accurate than Tucker, I think.
Yeah. So.
He's actually ranked. Man came out with rankings today.
I know. You got about half the NFL players are all pissed off. I love it, and because those guys got egos, which some of us didn't even know about, and they're making it public as to how they feel about their personal ranking. I love it. That's pure entertainment.
I think Keenan Allen made something public about his ranking or something like that. He came out with a video or something. He made a big deal about it. It's funny. Their egos are huge. Trust me. Oh. Their egos are huge. They will catch you on Twitter if you talk about them.
Yeah.
Look at what was his name? Bruce Ellington. He will look for himself being mentioned in any tweet and come after you. Their egos are so huge. It's ridiculous.
Bruce has written citations on Twitter on at least 5. He's got everybody. I always support him. I always got, but other people, you'd see the eyeballs, and you already know how J-Dub, he's watching people too. So
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna get you next.
Those are the thin skin, Trent bulky picks that have
all right, so
no business being on the internet if they can't be handled, talked about.
Well,
so.
Yeah. It's all fun.
All right.
But, hey, shout
out to everyone. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night.
And see you tomorrow.
Take care.
All right, so
for sure.
Have a good night.
All right. Bye.
There he goes. The big show. All right. And AJ. What, Ellen? AJ. AJ a pinch. AJ, come on in, man.
Hey. What's going on, Ronbo? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Take you off speaker, though. My bad.
Yeah, we're sitting back here like having a good time, and the fact that we ain't got to be talking about Robbie Gould anymore and wondering about when the hell we gonna get to kick the ball this year, So if you
you like that, huh? You like that good old Robbie Gould, huh?
Oh yeah, because otherwise we're gonna be looking around for a kicker. AJ, what worries me to death, and we've went through those years before. The kicker's trotting out on the field, the game's on the line, and there's gonna be some games where the game's on the line. And you got to sit there, oh, man, he missed the last 2 in a row. Man, how is it going to be? What is he going to do? And sure enough, he gets up there, and it kicks up, and just barely misses up right to the right. And it looks like the Seahawks will continue their reign over the 49ers, who just got away last year with a field goal. This year, not so much luck.
We don't want that.
I would be mad as hell.
I don't want no. I was in there shopping and whatnot. I went to Home Depot. I went to Just Sports out here at kind of like East Phoenix area. But yeah, bro, Just Sports had apparel for sports teams, but they got the dude. He was a Chicago Bear fan, the cashier dude. He was like, yeah, they wanted that kicker and all that. He really did want to. I guess not he, they wanted the fan base really wanted him too, because I guess when they cut him, and I'm confused because why they cut him if he was so great, and then he got better as he went to our team. Is that how that went? Because I don't remember he missed that kick. That's what he was. He missed that kick against Philadelphia Eagles. No. The bad kicker, my bad. The bad kicker missed the field goal for them. They didn't make it against the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, Robbie, I don't know. Robbie must have had like some kind of a strange year in 2016 or whatever that was. Anyway, and he went to the Giants and they let him go too. I don't know what was going on with Robbie then, but he sure did straighten up when he got to the 49ers because, people were done with Robbie. But you know something, AJ? And Robbie would be like lights out in Phoenix too, because here's the thing. Kickers.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Robbie's life, as soon as he got in the warm weather and stopped kicking in the refrigerators, all of a sudden he can't miss. I mean, so that's why I'm saying, man, don't lose Robbie, man. He can kick in this weather.
I'm looking to get a new. I'm looking to get a new great wide receiver this year. Hopefully, we got that dude out of that Debo. And I like the name and everything, so that's fitting. And then,
Debo. Everybody's
then
favorite
I got,
movie.
like I said, I was shopping for a hat because I'm looking for a new Niner hat. They got this craze going on right now, Ronbo. But Just Lid's got more of our options and more variety. But Just Sports, they need to update their package deal because they only get like a small amount of. They have a limited amount of things they can get because they don't have no deal with Nike. They're in business trying to get Nike to come on board so they can have more of your. Yeah, and I was like, I want to get a little bucket Niner hat because it's so hot, bro. I need a visor because it was 111 a day, bro. I know you feel my pain.
Whoa. And especially desert heat. You can fry like a piece of bacon out there. Because people always say, well, it's dry heat. Hell yeah, it's dry heat. But it's like Vegas, the same thing. You can't walk out. You can't walk down no open area for too many yards. You will be passed out. That's hot.
I'm telling you, bro, you'd have been upset just shopping for a hat because they had limited everybody. Like, you had some hats, but it was just like, I was like, damn, y'all. It's 2019. Matter of fact, he said some young kid brought a friend in just to explain to him they barely got anything to choose from. He brought somebody in the store just to make a point to say, this place ain't got shit. I fell out, bro. I said, man. So I'm going to get a new hat, man, represent this year, 2019. I hope you enjoying it already because you got, we got 7 days to this preseason stuff?
It's weekend after. It's Friday after next. This Friday, and then the next Friday after that, here they come. Saturday, man, they be out there holding public workout, for the fans. See the 49ers.
You ain't gonna be able to make it. You're gonna be on YouTube, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be taking everybody else out there. I'm always waiting for somebody to give me some footage and shoot it while they're out there.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. One more question too, bro. So it says audio call only is on the app, right? So is it no longer where you can just listen in? Like, did you discontinue that feature, or is it still on there where you could kind of like just listen in?
No, you should be able to hear, but when you call in, you just have to turn it off. But well, you need to be on. If you got the app, if you're tuned on to the YouTube channel, yeah, you can hear it there, no problem.
Okay, no, but out the YouTube. So like on a because Monday you do the YouTube, but I think during the week you kind of do. Oh, that's what it is. You'll just not put it on YouTube. You put it on the radio. I'm getting
no. It's always all of it on YouTube lately because we haven't been doing radio for a while, so you can still.
Okay, boss. Okay.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. Well, I got my big Niner picture. I'm gonna hang up. Got my new hat pumping out. I'm pumped up a little bit. Trying to get prepared. But hopefully you'll. What you think? Have you predicted what our record gonna be yet, boss?
Yeah, I got 10 wins. And 49ers cannot lose more than 10. I mean, they got to win 10 because this team is worked too hard to get it. The personnel is right. You got one of the best coaches on all offensive coaches there is. The defense don't even need a coach right now. I mean, good Lord. Ooh, that defense. And people say, I don't know about the secondary. Man, I got Richard Sherman on one side. I got Jason Verrett on the other. Kello's been looking good. Give me a break with that defensive secondary. And also, what's his name in the slot? Man, that dude is ranked in the league as one of the best slot corners there is. He's in the top 10. So I don't want to hear about secondary.
I know you're talking about.
K'Wan Williams is a badass. He don't be giving up nothing. And
Feel bad.
everybody's
I like
concerned about the safety. Like, the safety's the whole secondary. I said, man, come on. You know what? Jimmy Ward is not nearly as bad as people try to make. If he stays up, it's a bad dude. Now, as far as
you're knocking some socks off out there.
Oh, man.
Knocking cleats and everything.
And also, if let's say if Colbert comes through, if he beats out Jimmy Good, that means we're definitely kicking ass then. And then you got Kowalski in the box. I got no problem with Kowalski. You got also Marcel Harris. If something goes wrong there, them dudes can play. And also you got DJ Reed if you need some coverage out in both K1. He can back up K1. He can play over the top. The 49ers have nice depth this year. We're not weak in any position.
And then that rush is going to be way, way more faster and stronger. So, that's going to be a plus.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. I love it. So
we're going to be hefty, man. I'd say we'll at least go 12 games if we do some games that we kind of barely won, but at least 12 sounds good to me. That's not. I want to go 12. I want to go 12.
I do too, but there's a need for a little maturity. I mean, Jimmy needs to play some more games too. He hasn't played enough games. Had he played all of last season, we can just pretty much get ready for the Super Bowl. Because you need a year with Kyle, and he's going to get the rest of last year on his playbook. And that defense needs a little time to grow together and get to know each other and know how to kill. But that could take a little while. I don't suspect it's going to take a long while though, because they're really talented.
I plan on like doing some online gambling because ain't that official now? We can do our gambling.
I know,
now
don't you love that? It's going to get better too with the gambling. It's going to get better with the gambling too, because Vegas has got the Raiders. So what are you going to do? You can say, well, we got a franchise in Vegas, but there's parameters on the game. You can't even say that, man. Let it go.
That's crazy.
It's wide open.
That's crazy.
Hey,
that's mad, man. I'm gonna be stoked if I get the dude that I was at the Just Sports. He was a business going to ASU for business analytics and all that stuff. And he's like, that's where they make their
that's where they make the money,
analytics.
And that's why they go pay the
money
players.
At, man. So I'm like, wow. That's
There you
what I'm
go.
going to get into just a little bit to see how much money I can turn on.
There you go. And just know what you're doing. That's all. And you ain't got to take no bath every week. Hey, Jay.
All right, man.
I'll be back tomorrow if you got some time.
I'm going to check in, man. I'm always doing it. Doing a good job, man. Take care.
Thanks, AJ. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Go with AJ. And fam, reason why, and I was holding back on this because I knew it'd be a whole subject. I don't want to talk about Robbie Gould at the same time. But Baldy put it out there, and he's right. Baldy says if the 49ers win less than 10 games this year, from where he sits, heads are going to roll. Tomorrow night, we're all over that. Hit that like, fam. Don't forget to hit that like. I love me some like. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Ain't going to be less than 10 wins, and somebody's got to go, baby. That ain't going to be Shanahan, though. Oh. Is it, guys, guys, let's not super chat just to say, let's not use that to say bad things to people. What I don't want is that to become the focal point of coming in with the super chat. Okay, if you got something nasty to say to somebody, as long as it's not a personal attack, you can say it in the chat, and I'm sure they'll see it. Just tag their name will fly up on there, and you'll get them. Okay. And guys, keep the argument civil, man. We're a family here. Come on now. Just because I put my brother in a headlock every year at Thanksgiving, I don't choke him all the way out. So you know what I'm saying? Remember, he's your family. He's a Raider fan, though. I'm going to choke him out again. Hey, fam, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Elisa, good night.